Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are so excited for the today's day because this is no other than Nvidia iCafe Attack powered by Asus ROG. Bringing you back to this casting. This is me, Darshita, and alongside me, you can see that smiley face. Yeah, that smiley face. It's gonna be no other than Raider. So, Raider, we are back again with the CS2
Yeah,
actions that we've been waiting for such a long time now. How excited are you, and what do you think is gonna happen today?
pretty pumped up, but I also at the same point, I do have a lot of expectations, but then again, I'm open to surprises because we really don't know what these players are going to hold off and how they're going to play, what kind of strategies they're going to bring into the table. So I'm open to see something new today.
Yeah, definitely a lot of new strategies alongside that. I mean, if I talk about CS2 itself, come on, I just take myself back to that time where we used to have 30 rounds in total to get who the winner
Wow.
was. And if not in 30 rounds, I remember going to overtimes and overtimes. I remember one of the maps that I've casted went to what? More than 50 rounds, and that was hectic. Honestly, that was very hectic, but it was really fun. So, yeah, I do miss that time. But coming back to CS2 right now, it feels more amazing. I mean, you have very less chances as compared to what you had before, and now you just need 13 round, and whichever team has 13 for themselves first gets the victory. So it's going to be very important, at the same time very crucial for all the other teams out there. As you said, surprising factor. Yes, there are a
Mhm.
lot of new players that we've seen, a lot of new talents, upcoming talents that we talk about. So there are going to be a lot of plays being made, but at the same time, I'm really excited to see some dominating plays coming from these teams as well.
I mean, this is the day number one. It's already the qualifiers going on, so I feel those dominating plays are going to be there.
Yeah.
There is a possibility that we might see some kind of one-sided matches. But then again, as we move on into the tournament, definitely there is going to be evolution when it comes to the players. They are going to fight back. They are going to retaliate. And when we deep dive into the tournament, I guess yes, we will get to see some close cutthroat competitions. But today, I feel yes, the competition might not be that cutthroat. Maybe we are going to see some one-sided matches. That's what I believe. Yeah.
Um, I might actually agree with you here because there's nothing to
Thank
take
you.
away from the. All right, there's honestly nothing to take away from all of these players, but yeah, when it goes down to some new players going up against some experienced players, that's where things do tend to change, and that's where there might be domination coming up. But at the same time, I really love the fact that all these players are getting this opportunity now. The topic whenever we talk about the Nvidia iCafe attack itself, it's such a good opportunity to all the players. I mean, I myself remember when we started to play CS:GO, we used to go in the cafes and play
Yeah.
CS:GO out there with our friends back in that time, and it used to be so fun. Now, when it comes down to a cafe tournament itself, we've been targeting all the cafes around, and we've been trying to gain all the new players, give them this opportunity to play tournaments. I feel this is such a good opportunity for all of them. So yeah,
True.
I'm really out here thankful to Asus ROG and Nvidia for giving the opportunity, because back when we used to play, we did not have this opportunity at all. But right now, really happy for all of these players. But at the same time, today's first match is going to be so interesting. I'm actually excited. We were about to get into the match in a while, but yeah, we'll be starting soon. But if I have to ask you, what would
Mhm.
be your take when it goes down to some of your favorite maps in CS2 right now?
Definitely the OG Inferno and then Overpass will be there
Oh,
for
come
me.
on,
I
come
love that
on.
map. I mean,
um,
going through the banana side, going towards the boilers, it is amazing. Those angles, to be honest, they are a feel of like CS2, to be honest.
Come on, nothing to take away from you. But after CS2 came into play and we had Inferno and a lot of changes made in
Oh
Inferno,
yeah,
really feels sad, because I really see players going in for an instant ban in Inferno, and they really don't prefer to play Inferno anymore. I've seen Vertigo, seen Nuke being played, Ancient being played. I mean, Ancient being one of the OG map. I've seen Overpass as
yeah.
well, but it really breaks my heart for the fact that Inferno is. I mean, yeah, it is played. It's not that it is not at all played. It is played, but at some point of time, I really feel sad for the fact that we did not see it as much as we used to see it before. Because um, previously, you remember, every single time we had a best of one, the favorite pick, the very first pick, it used to be Inferno, no matter what.
Yeah.
But now it all goes down to players maybe trying to go in for Nuke or Overpass or Ancient, just maybe. Vertigo as well. I mean, come on, a map which has two different flows, that has
Hmm.
been opted as compared to the map being so straight and good. So yeah, I'm kind of heartbroken when it goes down to Inferno, but again, yeah, it is what it is, right?
Well, definitely due to the changes that came in CS2 in the map of Inferno and also in Overpass, yes, the choice of these two maps are a little bit on the lower side, but still I feel the competition is gonna be there. And today maybe, as I earlier said, I'm expecting some surprises today. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
Inferno is going to be there, maybe Vertigo is going to be there. So I'm definitely
Yeah.
open to see which kind of maps are going to be there, and after that, which kind of weaponry are going to be utilized, and how those loss bonuses and victory bonuses are going to get utilized. Because it's a long match, to be honest. Yes,
Yeah.
not compared to what we used to see, but again, those 13 rounds have to be one of those crucial rounds, and obviously winning those 13 rounds is not going to be that easy.
That's gonna be true. I mean, in the first half itself, what is the scoreline like is the question, because now when it goes down to first half, it might just be a 10-2, 9-3, maybe an
Mm.
8-4, a 7-5, a 6 all. You never know, right? You actually never know on what the first half is gonna be like. It completely depends upon the pistol round as well, because in the first round itself, if you have a good advantage for yourself, that's, I mean, if you get the pistol rounds, you have an advantage in the upcoming round. You convert the second round as well, until and unless the team in front of you, if they are in the T side, they get the chance to go and plant the bomb, and maybe that's where they force in. That's where things might change. But again, you never know, right? You never know. But for now, I feel it's high time that we, get in the map
Let's
itself
go.
and discuss more on what is happening. So we won't be facing any more delays here. We'll be heading right in the match itself, the very first match, ladies and gentlemen, which goes as the FPS script going up against the sides of Fidato Gaming.
Well, this will be an interesting matchup, that's for sure. I'm definitely looking forward to see how the players are going to step up the notch and how they're going to show their aggression. Because trust me, there is going to be a lot of fights, there is going to be a lot of retaliations, and obviously those first rounds are going to be very crucial. I do see a lot of USP play coming in for the CD team, obviously, and then the Glocks will be there for the T-sided team. So looking forward to see how that is going to result. And currently, if you talk about the POIs, oh look at that, interesting shot, interesting retaliation, and I'm definitely looking forward to see what happens at the end and who gets the closure. Well, there you go. FPS Chris. FPS Strip, to be precise, being the CG sided team right now. This C4 has already been planted, if I'm not wrong. Yeah. The
Yeah.
time is ticking, so Fidato has to hold up the side, and it's a 1v1. Casper retaliates, and there you go. The first one goes in the favor of Fidato Gaming.
Good start coming up for the sides of Fidato Gaming. As they get the pistol round for themselves, they are going to have a great advantage coming down to the second round. As we're discussing about it prior itself, that if they have the pistol round for themselves, they can actually go in and invest onto a lot of weaponries. But I'm more interested to talk about the players right now. We talk about Kun Kun, we have Doink, Age. We've seen them perform for a long time now. So is the case with Predator Gaming. I mean, all these players, Casper, Purampoli, I've seen them perform previously, and they've been really good. So I don't expect this to be a one-sided domination by any of the teams. But look at Slots; he's already invested onto an AK for himself. So it's going to be way too difficult for the sides of FPS Crib. I mean, they will be on a complete save no matter what. But yeah, I'd love to remind you guys again, this is a best of one that we are talking about right now. There's no second chance here whatsoever. And to start things off itself, it's going to be Slots to find the best possible frag onto Doink. And that's where the numbers have started to fall down for the sides of FPS Crib. Second one joins the same party, and maybe Joker as well. Three
Oh.
players done and dusted. Fidato Gaming possibly has the best time ever as everyone departs, and it's going to be the second one for the sides of Fidato Gaming.
And they were even able to save their guns. That's the best part. I mean, their economy is not going to get dented through it. And obviously, in this third round, maybe the CGSRA team is going to bounce back. FS Strip definitely wants to retaliate, but let's see how far they're going to do that. Because at this point, if you talk about Casper, if you talk about players like Ajay, yes, they have done their job. They have secured some good frags. In the previous matchup, if you talk about the previous round, Slots and Casper were the best one, and they were able to secure 3K, 4K, and it looks that they are going to be consistent on it. But this time, the approach is going to be for the P side, and I'm looking forward to see how the approach is going to be beneficial for them. And as we can see, Lendl, then the POV comes in for Kun Kun. Through the smokes, the players are trying to make a move. This will be interesting. Kun Kun finds one. Impressive play, but Slots retaliates. Drawing gets taken down even through the smokes. We have the guy Kun Kun also getting picked off. It's a 4v3 type of scenario coming in where Self Fidato has got the command. Oh, Joker retaliates with the M4A1. Not a very good scenario, but in the hands we do have Galils coming in a long range shot, and with that Casper finds a crucial pick. The C4 is going to get planted, and with that it's all about the last man standing coming in. I believe the name is Minho, and he's the only guy which is surviving. Have to see how FPS Club is going to retaliate, because there has to be a 1v2, and then there should be enough time for these guys to go ahead and get the defusal done. And I don't see any defusal kits coming in.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. No diffusal kits whatsoever. It all goes down to one last remaining player, a one versus two, which is gonna be way too difficult to clutch out for. Because look at both these players. We have Casper and Puranpoli as the two surviving players. Way too difficult to clutch out on a situation. The C4 is already planted, and now it's all about the post-plant scenario. Running away for the life. I guess that's the best possible way to actually get out of that situation. And yeah, that's going to be the third one on board for the sides of Predato Gaming. FPS Crib. Possibly difficult times right now because they had invested onto a lot. I mean, they invested onto everything possible that they could for themselves, and eventually the round just went into the favors
Mm-hmm.
of their opponents. So it's not a good sign for them. I mean, looking at the economy
Yeah.
once again, it's going to be the players just investing onto that much that gives them an opportunity to go and buy in the upcoming as well. For Dato Gaming on the other side, they're having a good time, man. Come on, they have everything
Yeah.
that they need. Perfect smokes. They have the rounds. They got three on board. Possibly would get the fourth one as well. But look at the aggression over and over again. It's gonna be the sides of Predato Gaming who seems to be so demandful of the map control itself. Right now, looking at where they are,
Oh.
I mean, look at the positioning, but the very first one to fall down, it's going to be Caster. Trade comes up, Ajay finds one, but that's not enough as slots even depart. So, weapons can be retrieved, and there can be a real good chance of FPS Script getting this run for themselves as they have already converted it down to a 3 versus
Yeah.
3. Right now, they are trying to make their way maybe towards the A bomb site. Yep, they are planning to make their way towards the A bomb site for now. Will they get an opportunity to bomb the just plant the bomb? Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
are gonna get that opportunity. The bomb gets planted, and now it's all about the post plant scenario. Again, whenever we talk about the sides of the FPS script, we did not see any diffusal kits coming up, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be difficult, Raider.
I mean, when they don't have the economy to even buy a proper
Yeah.
weaponry or the utilities, how can they actually go for the refusal kits? So obviously, it's putting a lot of pressure onto them. But there you go. Kun Kun will become the last one to survive again, exactly like the previous matchup. And there you go. Fidato wins the fourth one for themselves, and they've got three AKs still surviving in themselves, and they have been able to save it. And apart from that, if you talk about Casper and Slots, these are the two individuals who have to invest it. But look at the frags that they've got. Slots already with the 6K. That shows that he has already gathered a lot of opportunities for the team and created a lot of openings, which is actually really very important. But let's have a look at what happens in the next particular round, because in the map of Anubis we might see some more retaliations coming in. But trust me, in the first half, this team Fidato Gaming, being the T-sided team, is looking absolutely phenomenal. And due to the fact that they have got the superior weaponry in the first 4 rounds, they were definitely looking good. But now things are changing. The guy with the op has been taken down, I believe. Another play coming in, that will be Aju, but he retaliates. Oh, impressive. With that, a 4v4 scenario coming into the picture. Frag nades, flashbangs, everything is being utilized, but let's see if the output is going to be fruitful or not. Kun Kun holding off the angles, Joker is over there, Doink is going to be there, but through this angle, the players won't be getting any entry. That's why they are now rotating back to the B mains, and there is a huge
Mm-hmm.
possibility that in B mains they are going to take down the players like Joker, because he's holding off a very good angle, but then again, he might actually take down just one player, but he has relayed the information that now the utilities are being dumped over there, and look at this, look at this. Oh, I thought for a moment that he's going to pick off the play, but no, that's not the case. Joker and Doink, both of them has been taken down. Kun Kun and Aiju will be the last one. And if Team FPS Script loses this one as well, remember guys, the investment of an op is gonna go in vain.
I feel really sad for the sides of FPS script right now. Honestly, Fidato Gaming, and I have to give it to Thunder as well. The flashes were so perfect, and onto that, the capitalization was really amazing coming up from the sides of Fidato Gaming. FPS script right now, all they can do is maybe save both the weaponries that they have for themselves, especially the op. I mean, we've been talking about it so much, right? That's such a huge, huge investment. So they need to be way too careful with the op right now. Investing onto that op got nothing. I mean, got one frag maybe, but that's not enough, right? What they need right now is going to be a lot of rounds. Fidato Gaming is already up with 5 rounds. The scoreline which we are witnessing right now is a 5-0, and that's not really a good sign for the sides of FPS Crib. At this point of time, the loss bonus is going to start piling up. I mean, yeah, it's already on the peak itself. On the other side, if I talk about Predato Gaming, I feel they're having the best possible time for themselves. They're so rich, come on. 8,000, 7,000, they are just so rich
Exactly.
right now. On the other side, FPS Crib, I mean, they're completely broke. look at the economy. It's $0 for two of their players. They've again invested onto a lot. And to start things off,
Mhm.
Joker finds the best possible
Oh,
frag. Trade comes up, but that's going to be in the favors of Fidato Gaming because Casper converts one more, and that's where the numbers for the sides of FPS script tends to falter down.
once again, FS Strip is not at all looking good, but they are pushing, but they are trying to get the output. Aiju on the other corner tries to shoot the player down. Is it a possibility? Have to look into it because once again, the smokes, the flashbangs, and even the molly are going in. And look at this, the players are getting damaged. Ajay on the other corner is surviving with just 31% HP, but he has got his Kevlar, he has got his helmets, and at the same point has got an op. So he's waiting for one precise opportunity and he might actually take down the opponent. But there you go. Thunder gets taken down. Not a very good scenario this time. The C4 has already been planted. So once again, the postman scenario is not looking that easy. But there you go. Ajay wanted to take the play down, but unfortunately, the connection was not that precise. But Puranpoli finds Aiju. With that, we are left with just Kunkun and the other guy, Mino. Looking forward to see how that retaliation is going to
Ooh,
unfold. Kunkun
Kun.
retaliates, and with that, finally, a diffuser will be coming in. Impressive play. I mean, we have already seen 5 good rounds in the favor of Fidato, but finally a retaliation coming in from FPS Strip. Impressive play.
I mean, I have to give it to Kun Kun though. Two important frags that he got under his name. He's been able to retrieve back the op for his teammate, and now we finally are seeing the double op setup. Whenever it goes down to the map of Anubis itself, the double op setup is going to really help you. And now we are back again with that now. A lot of responsibilities, honestly, for the sides of FPS script. They need to stop them. And now that they have the double op setup coming in for themselves, they can actually capitalize onto that. On the other side, for Dato Gaming, that's going to be a timeout being activated. They know how important this is, right? As soon as Kunkun was actually able to convert two players out there and get the situation, get the entirety of the situation back in the team's favor, that's where Fidato Gaming knew that it might just be a turn of momentum or the shift in tide. So it's better to maybe go in for a timeout right now rather than risking it. But a timeout coming up from the sides of FPS Crib as well. All right, both of these teams, they do have something to be planned for. But if I talk about the sides of Fidato Gaming for now, they've been
Mhm.
investing onto 4 AKs and 1 op. All right, even if they lose out of this round, they might have the second loss bonus piling up, and I feel that will be completely all right for them having a good buy and a full buy in the upcoming one as well. But at the same time, they need to make sure that they just do not give away the momentum because whenever we talk about CS2, you know, right, how important the momentum is.
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to carry it forward till the end. Otherwise, the other team, if they are able to found it, if they are able to find that momentum, the opponent might just be able to establish the right connections and eventually put you down. So there you go. Starting off with the 7th round with the lead of 4 good rounds. With Atho is definitely looking decent at this point. But the retaliation that just happened before the tactical timeout was absolutely amazing. Obviously, have to give it all to Kun Kun Shah. But then again, the teammates are also working their way up, and I'm looking forward to see if they're going to gather some good frags in this particular individual round because Doink at this point has died for 6 rounds and was not able to even get one frag. But Ajay already gets one, and it's Joker, who usually takes the initial pick for the team, known as FPS Strip. But right now it's Fidato's Ajay who was able to get that initial pick in their favor. Amazing and impressive play going in. I'm looking forward to see how the game is going to go from here. Look at this. A lot of flashbangs being utilized. Casper manages to torment this moment, and there you go. Kun also gets taken down through the wall bang shot, and with that, they're left with just Mino and Doink. The op wasn't a stint, and look at the dollars that this guy has got, just 100 in his favor. So it's definitely going to be
Yeah.
a pressurizing moment, a pressurizing round, despite of the fact that FOS Script was able to win the 6th one. I don't feel that they're going to win this one because it's a 1v5 to be done, and then the diffusal has to be there. I feel saving the op is going to be the best decision that this guy can actually come up with.
That's again a sad sight to witness for the sides of FPS Crib. Over and over again, we've been talking about it, right? The double op setup. Now, imagine how huge of an investment it was. Not two ops being invested, but at least one, right? In the previous round, there was one op being saved, and Ajay, come on, not just destroy your opponents in that way. Just switches back to the pistol, and that's where he converts the last frag onto his name, and that's where Fidato once again finds the 6th one on board. Slowly and steadily, everything seems to be falling down for the sides of FPS Crib right now. I'll be really honest with you, Raider. I've seen these players perform prior as well. Kun Kun, I've
Mhm.
seen Joker, I've seen Doink, I've seen Achu. And if I talk about the fragging potential or the individual talents, maybe they are really good. I'm not really sure on what
Yeah.
is going, wrong today, but players falling down through the smoke. That's where slots find one. Purampuri shuts down Kun Kun as well. The trade comes up and Eju is able to take down Purampoli, but that's not going to be fair because Look at the numbers over and over again. FPS Script is not able to have the have the hold for themselves. Joker finds one onto Thunderous, and that's where the equalization will come up. And now there are high probable chances that FPS Script might just get the best possible route,
Oh,
but Slots find one onto Doink, and that's where once again things seem to be falling down. Site execution is what is on stake right now. They need to get inside the site and get the C4 planted slowly and steadily. They are trying to make
mhm.
their way towards the B side. But look at that, one player is already inside the cave. He's made his way to the cave and then might just make it inside the side. But there's going to be one player present, and this 1v1 might not just be really good for the sides of FPS Script.
Oh,
Potato Gaming, what are you guys up to? They've demanded so much of space
there
already,
you go.
so much of map control. Joker, that was not the best possible position to be into, and will be getting punished for that. It all goes down to FPS Script having one last surviving player, and that's going to be Aju. Might not survive for a long time now. A lot of shots being exchanged, a lot of bullets being exchanged. That's where Aju finds the best frag onto Ajay, but the job is not yet done as the site is completely under the control and there's one player towards the mid. He's just waiting for that opportunity or for that player to
Ooh.
walk into his crosshair, and that's going to be Slots who shuts him down. Seventh one for the sides of Predato Gaming. FPS Script possibly losing onto the rounds they should not be losing.
Actually, because we were talking about the momentum being shifted. For the sixth round, I feel the first round that FPS Strip was able to win in the favor, we did thought that maybe the momentum is going to get shifted. There was a tactical timeout. There was a lot of movement that they were able to utilize in the favor, so that they have an idea of how they have to play or what kind of changes they have to make in terms of their plays and strategies. That's the exact thing which is not working out. Personally, what I feel right now, players like Doink are unable to give that output, and eventually, if you talk about players like Joker, Kunkun Shah, they have to push forward a lot. And being a CT team, I believe holding off the angles might actually give you the right output, and that's exactly what Doink was able to get in this one. Look at this. Doink gets two players down, and that's why this time in this individual round, Doink was able to be fruitful. His teammates were able to get the grasp of the whole round in their favor, and then eventually shut down few other players. With that, after 9 good rounds, there is still a lead of 5 rounds in the favor of Team Fidato Gaming. But the fact
Yeah.
that the players from Team FA Strip are trying to retaliate, it's good enough. But they have to capitalize on this moment. They have to capitalize on the fact that they have got the right weaponry in their favor, and they've got some decent dollars as well. Even if they lose this particular round, they might be able to invest some, except the players like Mino and Doink, and apart from that, Joker. They won't be able to get a lot of output if they lose this one. On the hindsight, if you talk about Fidato, still have a lot of good weaponry. They are fully stacked up with their grenades and flashbangs and stuff like that. They've got the Kevlars. They're ready to take the fight back. But Slots, already with the double-digit frags in his favor, he's looking absolutely amazing. Let's see if he can actually maintain that momentum and pass himself and his team into the sights and get the 10th round for the team.
Oh, that's going to be perfect flashes and smokes lineup coming up from the sides of Potato. For now, FPS Script, what's the plan like is the question. Aju converts one, Joker shuts down Slots as well, but the trade comes up, and that's where Aju and Joker will be saying a goodbye to their team. This is going to be a B execution coming up. The site is under their control, and the plant will be going down safely. The bomb gets planted, and now it's all about the post-plant scenario. They do have one diffusal kit to work around with, and that's going to be in the hands of Kun Kun for now. But how will they be able to face 3 players out there? Make it 2 for now. Thunder goes down. It's doable. Kun Kun finds one onto Casper. This retake looks way too doable, but Purampoi's location gets compromised. Finds one best of the frag. It's going to go down to a 1 versus 1. This is going to be important, and at that point of time, it's going to be a clutch coming up from the sides of FPS Crib. Difficult name to pronounce, honestly, but the third one on board, which is going to be important. Now, it goes down to a point where I feel 7-5 will be the scoreline that should be aimed on to. They need to get it down to a
Okay.
7-5 at least to,
Yeah.
make a comeback and take it to an equalizer in the second half, because the sides of Predator Gaming, they've already had enough amount of rounds in the first half for themselves. 2 more rounds remaining in this half, and I feel they should go in the favors of FPS Script. They are having that momentum. The retakes are looking really good. The players are able to step up, and that's what was needed a while ago.
That's what really matters. The way you are able to read what your opponents are capable of and what mistakes you were making in the previous rounds, and then capitalizing on it is going to be really very important. And I believe that is one of the main reasons why at this point of history is able to win back-to-back 2 good rounds in their favor. It's a good moment for them, and they're trying to carry forward that momentum, trying to carry forward that aggression and all the strategic POIs they have got. But look at this. As you can actually take 2 down. Oh, he takes the first one, falls back a bit. But eventually the information has been relayed. He might be getting shot down. Oh, takes another one down. That's a tough situation for the team. But Puran Poli and Casper manages to retaliate through the smokes. It was Ajay also affecting a lot of shots. And with that, FS Swift once again are at a very vulnerable spot where we just have players like Kunkun and Doink. Doink has just got 2 frags. Slowly but surely he's catching up on the game. But then if you talk about the C4 being planted, it's already done at the B side. So it's a post-plant scenario, which in the previous round, to be honest, FS Swift was able to take in their favor in a very good fashion. But let's see if they're going to repeat it or not. There you go, Ajay gets taken down. One more T-sided player has been taken down. Thunder retaliates. Thunderhawks finds a crucial pick. Kun and Mino will be the last 2 players surviving. I'm looking forward to see if that is going to be a possibility where they're going to retaliate. But no, it's done. Fedato finds the 8th one. There is a huge possibility that we might actually go for a 9-3 or an 8-4. But then again, the thing that was really important for Team FPS was to actually capitalize and get 2 more rounds in this particular first half, at least 2 more rounds.
I would agree. This might be a 9-3 coming. Looking at the economy for the sides of FPS script right now, it's not looking, really good. I mean, look at Kun and the investments he's already made onto. So, yeah, economically, it's not a good round coming up for the sides of FPS script. On the other side, I don't really want to talk about the economy for the sides of Predator because they possibly have everything that they really want to get a hold onto this round. But for now, Thunder, what's the plan like is the question. They might make their way towards the A site for now, slowly towards the A main, maybe Fountain, and then inside the A site itself. But will that work is the question, because again, looking at what the FPS crib has to offer, there are players who are rotating and trying to make their way. But I feel it's already too late. Kun converts 1, and that's going to be important. A perfect trade coming up. Players seems to be falling down, but the bomb gets planted. 2 players goes down, and now this is going to be way too vulnerable for Dato giving their left down with Ajay and Thunder. But look at Thunder finds 2 perfect headshot to end it all, and Ajay with 1. That's going to be a 9-3 coming up. The chances of 8-4 was so high, but Fidato Gaming just turns the table around to convert it down to a 9-3, and now the first half is done for Fidato Gaming. They are 6 rounds up right here. FPS script, they need to get the pistol round no matter what, because if they do not, they will be giving the sides of Fidato Gaming the double digits, and that's a lot of confidence.
I mean, not just the pistol round. If they lose the pistol round, the possibility of winning the next round is also way too high for Fidato. And the fact that they're going to be the CT-sided team in the next particular matchups in the next half, I do believe it is going to give them the advantage of holding off the right angles and then eventually shutting down the plays, because they've already seen what the other guys are capable of. Yes, the precision is there, but then again, you talk about players like Doink. I'm once again going to talk about him because he's not have been able to give that kind of output. On the other corner, if you talk about slots, he was absolutely adamant on the fact that he's going to take a lot of frags in his favor, and he's one of those players who was very aggressive. With the right aim, with the right idea of where the players are, he was able to shut them down. But moving forward, let's have a look at the first round in the second half. The pistol one, to be precise, the flashbangs are going in, and then we do have Glocks coming to the picture from the T-sided team, that is FPS Strip. On the other corner, Fidato has chosen the USPs and on the pistol as well. But look at this, what is happening? Of 3k coming from Casper through the help of a flashbang going in, and Puran Poli gets the 4th one. It's all about Joker. He has to get the last one. I mean, Joker is the last one, to be honest. I have to really see how Joker is going to retaliate with it. Oh man, he's being encircled by barrage of players coming in, but Joker gets 2. It's Ajay and Thunderhorse who has been picked off by Joker, and he's looking forward to get more because he had the right HP. But what was that? Shots through the doors, manages to take down the player right through a headshot, and with that, it's a 10-3. Losing the pistol round is definitely going to embark on a new journey, and that journey will be absolutely hectic for the players of Team FPS Strip.
No, I don't want to talk about the pistol round anymore. Casper, what did you have in the lunch, my friend? What was that? A perfect flash, and Casper capitalizing on those kills back to back. It was such a perfect sight to witness. On the other side, once again, it's going to go down to Casper having a lot of confidence. Converts 1. Thunderos and Purampuri, once again, perfect flashes coming up from their end as when Slots converts 2. The entirety of FPS script seems to be falling down. It all goes down to one last remaining player, Kun. Not really sure on what can be done. Might just go in for a duel. Takes down 1. Yeah, that's going to be Thunderos, though. He's already done for trying to make his way towards the A side for now. Does he have the hold of the bomb is the question, because if not, it's going to be way too deadly. Being brought down to 46 of his health. It's got to be way too difficult. Might just go in and get the plan done to get an economical boost in the upcoming round. That might just help the team. But for now, that even seems to be impossible. He's already made his way towards the CT spawn. I mean, look at where he is right now, trying to
He's-
make his way towards that.
yeah,
Um,
the bomb is actually
but
chilling in the T spawn, I feel.
yeah, exactly.
Amazing.
Uh, that's that's maybe the sides of Fidato Gaming having the hold of the bomb, and that's where,
Yeah.
Kun Kun knows that he is not able to do anything. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. It's next to impossible for him to even clutch the stun. I mean,
Hmm.
impossible does say I'm possible though, but it seems to be so difficult, right? He does not have the hold of the bomb itself. Even if he tries to take one or two player down, he won't be having the time to maybe go in and get the plant done. So it might just be the 11th one on board for the sides of Fidato Gaming, or I should say it is
Yeah.
the 11th one on board for the sides of Fidato Gaming.
Because trust me, these 10 seconds are not going to be that fruitful. Yes, you're going to massively dent the economy and also take down the players, save a Mac 10 in your favor. That's all you can do. But eventually, look at this. With the M4A4, M4A1 to be precise, the
No!
player was very close. But with the UMP, it's Slots who is going to take him down. And Slots is already at 18k in 14 rounds. He has already got an 18k. He is absolutely looking phenomenal. He's going to make his way possible in the game. And I'm looking forward to see what happens next because now, if I'm not wrong, Darshita, the match point is on the way for Team Fidato Gaming.
Yeah, they just need one single round to take it to the match point. So,
Mm-hmm.
do or die situation for the sides of FPS Crib. Let's see if they are able to do anything right when they are under pressure, because I've seen a lot of players who tend to perform really great when they are being put under a lot of pressure. So you never know if the sides of FPS Crib are able to do that over and over again. But for now, it all goes down to a mid execution, a mid hit coming up from the sides of FPS Crib. I'm a bit confused on what the execution is like, because trying to take the mid control won't actually give them the side access. Look at the sides of Fidato Gaming. The way they've placed themselves, it seems so difficult. And even the sides of FPS Script, they are demanding the mid control, but that's not been allowed onto, because the way the con has been holded from the sides of Fidato Gaming, it just looks so difficult. They have a 1-3-1 split. I mean, yeah, the sides of FPS Script, they do have a 1-3-1 split. One player towards the A, one towards the B, three towards the mid. They've already
Yeah.
made their way so deep inside the mid. It's
Oh,
not looking good. They are already into a difficult spot, and that's what I was talking about. Joker and Kun Kun will get punished, but that's going to be a perfect trade, which goes down to a 2 versus 3 number, still favoring the sides of Fidato Gaming for now. Doink and Aju left, the only duo left to clutch it out in this situation. Over and over again, it's not looking that great, but it's going to be a 1v1. This is not good looking good. Aju gets taken down from Thunder, and it's going to be Doink who departs as well. A lot of confusions, honestly, I had when they demanded the mid control. Uh,
mm-hmm.
there was one player who made it till the doors or the house, maybe towards the mid itself, but could not capitalize onto that position, and everything seems to be falling down as Fidato is on the match point already.
Yeah, Fidato has already secured a match point in their favor, and all they need to get is one more round in their favor. And I feel it's gonna be easy cakewalk because look at the opponent's weaponry. What they have got is a Galil AR, then they have got an AK, and apart from that, once again, the weaponry is not at all looking good. They have got a Deagle to play with, and to be precise, if you talk about the opponents, they've got a FAMAS, they've got every single weapon. To be precise, that was an AUG, but yeah, looking forward to see what happens next. It's Slots who retaliates and gets doing down. And even Azure Tank has been taken down poor and poorly with a good precision in his favor. It's all about Kun Kun, Joker, and the third player coming in from the corner. And they are once again trying to make a different approach. One guy is holding the mids towards the bridge, and it
Yeah.
is, if I'm not wrong, Kun Kun who's holding the bridge. And apart from that, from B means, we have from B long, I believe another player is trying to push in. The name is Mino. Let's see if that is going to be a possibility, because look at the B side. There are already 3 players holding it off, and it's going to be a big challenge for that individual to hold it off. But look at this. Puran Poli retaliates. Gets 2 players down, Kun Kun, and the other guy has been taken down. Now it's all about Joker. He has to do a 1v5 in order to give his team another fighting chance. But I believe it is not going to end over there. Even if he gets a 5k, trust me, the next rounds are going to be even more crucial for them. And there you go. The victory falls in the hands of Team Fidato Gaming.
What a match it was. I mean, I remember myself disagreeing for the fact that we are not going to witness any one sided domination, but Fidato Gaming, what an amazing play. Every single player. Honestly, I'll be really honest. they were playing all the basic strats that we keep talking about, right? I mean, every single time, the flashes were so on point, the smokes were on point, the lineups were good. I feel the aim duels were a bit wobbly coming up with the sides of FPS crib. There was
Mhm.
one player taking 2 to 3 players down. The smokes seems to be perfect. The flashes were perfect. I mean, in the second half, the pistol round itself is what I'm talking about right now. The
Yeah.
flashes were so perfect that Casper converted 3 frags onto that, and that was such an amazing play, right? You talk about the utils. What does CS, has to offer you? Those perfect flashbangs, those molotovs, those nades, and the smokes. That's all CS has to offer you, and you have to actually utilize onto that perfectly. That's where you can actually turn the tables around. And I feel the sides of Fidato, they were capitalizing onto that situation way too perfectly. They were not letting the sides of FPS script maybe have the map control, or
Yeah.
maybe have the side control, have the they were demanding the map control, and I feel the sides of FPS script were just letting it go. I mean, the aim duels, right? That's what I'm talking about. So at the end of the day, it's going to be a 13-3 scoreline coming up, and a great victory for the sides of Fidato Gaming.
Oh yeah, with a buffer of, I mean, 10 good rounds, this is definitely a very big significant victory coming in for Fidato. On the other corner, I am going to completely agree with the points that you said, Darshita, that there was a lot of lack of map controls coming in from FA Strip. And
Yeah.
even if they were trying to go with it, like their players were quite scattered. You talk about some players pushing through the mid, some were approaching the A long, and then some were approaching the B mains. So it really was a complete ruckus for them. And eventually, there was a lot of moments where they were taking down. If you talk about players like Joker, he was one of those individuals who was getting a lot of output from that particular team. But what about players like Doink? What about players like Mino? They were unable to do that job fluently. And on the hindsight, if you talk about teams like Fidato Gaming, every single individual had a great amount of frags and they were doing the efforts. And while being the T-sided team, starting it off in the map of in the map Anubis, to be precise, you do feel a lot of pressure onto you, and creating those opportunities is definitely going to be a challenging thing. But these guys made it possible, and it looked absolutely amazing to watch. And the fact that they started off going all ham, the aggression was very, very on point. And in the later stages, if I'm not wrong, while being the city sided team in the second half, I did saw Team Fidato Gaming intentionally going all the way to actually get the next fights in their favor, and they were pushing all the way deep down into the fights.
Yeah, that's going to be true. But the very first map, it's already done for so much to talk about, but I'm really excited for the second match as well. I'm not really sure on which match it is going to be. So, yeah, I feel that we are gonna wait back and really guess, maybe just guess on what teams it is going to be for the second match itself, because I really didn't expect it to start on the map of. Anubis. Honestly, I did not expect. Okay, I felt like it might just be a nuke, Vertigo, maybe as you said, might just be an inferno uh, coming up. You never know, but yeah, at the end of the day, it was an Anubis rolling in. But yeah, that's it for the very first map, ladies and gentlemen. We are preparing for the second match, so we'll be taking a quick short break right here, and we'll be right back after this break. So until then, stay tuned, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to the Nvidia iCafe attack powered by Asus ROG. I know it took us a while to actually come back after this break, but guess what? We've got you the best possible match to be witnessed today. So I hope you guys have your popcorns ready because me and Raider, we are quite excited. We are energized at the same time. So, Raider, what's your call like? The map veto or maybe anything you have to share with us?
After seeing Anubis, it was actually a surprise for me, and I was totally
Yeah,
open to see these kind of surprises initially while we were on the caster deck before the matches happened. But yeah, when we got to see the surprises, we got to see a complete one-sided domination as well. We got to see a different type of map. But now coming
yeah.
back to the fact that we are diving into the second one, maybe there is going to be a conventional approach towards the map, and then the gameplay is also going to be a little bit of the cutthroat type of competition coming in. But I'm expecting a lot at this point. Let's see how the game
Yeah.
goes on, and I really have to see how the performance is going to go from here.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. But honestly, for now, I know there have been slight delays, but guess what? The match has already started, and we have two rounds that are done for. The sides of Apple is already on the lead, so we'll be going directly towards the match, not having a lot of conversation on what can be the case or what not. So here we are. Apple Gaming does have a good lead to be maintained, and we have on the other sides that's going to be the sides of rapid rounds. Interesting match to start for. Let's see on who gets the best possible advantage out there.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's really very important to get some good lead in their favor. And Apple Gaming has already got a 2-0. That means they have won the pistol one, and then the next round is also in their favor. So I'm looking forward to see how the play is going to go from here and then what kind of implications they are going to bring to the table. Because the other team, rapid rounds, yes, they were struggling for the first two rounds, and we really have to see what happens next and how the performance is going to go from over there. But as we can see, the weaponry looks kind of decent. They've got their SMGs and AKs coming to the picture. On the other corner, if you're talking about rapid rounds, they're going to stick with their guns that are the pistols. Obviously, the technical pause is here right now for now. But pretty soon, the match is going to get resumed. And once the match gets resumed, you will get to see a lot of fights, a lot of amazing flashes. And at the end, I really want to see what kind of result is going to embark in the play. But again, if I'm not wrong, it's Anubis.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
going to be a miss again. I mean, I'm not really sure on what the love these players have coming down to the map of Anubis itself, but all right, interesting though. But I mean, I don't know. Whenever I see Anubis, I didn't expect it to start on Anubis first things first. Now that we have Anubis again, I'm a bit confused. But Reader, what are your thoughts for Anubis?
Again, holding of the mid and then B long and A long should not be there. The players should be adamant on the fact that which particular side they have to push in. And obviously, if they feel some kind of pressure coming from the opponent's perspective, they might change. But then again, that call out has to be there. That replication with the team has to be there. And if it is not there, obviously things are going to be a little bit more critical. But let's see what happens next, and let's see how the play is going to go. The players are getting ready, and the matchups are absolutely going to be interesting. That's for sure. If we talk about the individuals, Yellow Flash and Own, and even Evil Prince are few of those players whom, from whom I believe I have a very high amount of expectation. So let's see how that is going to unfold.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we talk about the sides of rapid rounds for now. They are experienced players. I mean, honestly, Yellow Flash, Evil Prince, Headsaw Special, Lynx. I've seen them perform for a long time. I've nothing to take away, honestly, from the sides of from the sides of Apple Gaming as well. Okay, there's just a bit of confusion. The sides of the T side is going to be the sides of rapid rounds, and we have CT as Apple Gaming. A bit of a misconfusion, but that will be solved pretty soon. But here we will be back into the game way too soon. On the other side, if I talk about the sides of Apple Gaming, for now, Trace of Bapu, we have Gabru, Simple, and God. Honestly, this might just be the very first time that I am seeing these players perform. So yeah, it's a surprising factor for me as well. And as it has been said a lot of time, right? You never know how big the surprise is. So this might just be a close match coming up. You never know.
True, I also believe that this matchup can be a close one. We might actually see some good contestment coming in. But for now, yes, the expectations are quite high because you talk about players like Yellow Flash and Evil Prince coming in from the other team. They're also quite good and they have shown their stance in the
Yeah.
previous matchup. So I'm looking forward to see how they're going to play. Remember, guys, it's the qualifiers today. So yes, the teams are struggling, but at the same point, they're trying to evolve along the way. And if they qualify from here, which is actually a BO1 matchup, then they're going to go and dive into the next round, where again the competition is going to be a little bit more emphasized onto them. The cutthroat competitions are going to be there. The play has to be a little bit more strategic. But today, back to back watching Anubis, that shows us that the teams are open to new thoughts. They're trying to bring in new type of picture in the game and new type of facts into the fights. So I'm looking forward to see how it is going to unfold, and at the end, who becomes the winner. Because in the previous one, in the first matchup today, we did saw a beautiful buffer of 10 good rounds between the opponent and the winner. So maybe that is going to replicate, or are we going to see a cutthroat competition? Is what I'm expecting.
Yeah, the sides of Fidato Gaming, they performed really good and they had the advantage, right? A 10 rounds of buffer that you're talking about right now. Fidato Gaming tend to get that match as a one-sided victory for themselves. I do have like, a lot of expectations when it comes down to the sides of rapid rounds as well. I mean, they are known as wasted potential. The team is entirely known as wasted potential. You've seen them perform. You've seen them winning tournaments here and there. But going up against the sides of Apple Gaming, I'm really giving it a second thought on what can be the case. To start things off itself, as I said, there was a small misconfusion coming up. It is the sides of rapid rounds who have an advantage for themselves. They got the pistol round, they got the upcoming as well. And to what I saw previously when we were in game, it was the sides of rapid round having a good buy for themselves. Yellow Flash tend to be fragging out so much, and he is known to be the fragger of his team. I mean, whenever you'll have an eye on him, you'll see him maybe on the top, even headshot special, Evil Prince, the opper of the team. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there are specific roles these players tend to have for themselves, but I'm really excited to see what Apple gaming has to offer right now, because as I said, right, they are yet a surprise, not just for you, Raider, but for me as well. So quite excited, even though the players might not just be so experienced. I mean, that's just an hypothetical situation that I'm talking about right now, even though they are not such an experienced player. But here's the thing, right, when some new plays or new gameplays go up against the experienced players, what happens is something that I really want to witness right now.
Because we really don't know what will happen and how the players are going to perform. Even if we talk
Yeah.
about the current scenario of the newer players, maybe they're going to lack some experience, so they are going to bring in their own type of strategy, and which will implicate a newer form of game right now. And obviously, in CS2, we have seen a lot of changes, we have seen a lot of differences. That's why you talk about Inferno, one of the first map that get bans and then eventually overpass is also out of the
Yeah.
equation. Anubis is coming back in the picture, so I'm looking forward to see how in this small map, but which has a lot of corners to play with. Yes, this map, a smaller one, is a smaller one to be precise when we compare this to maps like Inferno and Overpass. But then
Yeah.
again, you have a lot of angles to play with. You have a lot of areas to hold up, and you have a lot of areas to open up from, and the flashbangs are going to be very crucial. The
Yeah.
utility usage is also going to be very, very important. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how this particular matchup is going to unfold. And
Yep.
as initially we watched, rapid rounds is definitely there with the lead of two good rounds in their favor. That means they've got the a superior weaponry, then they've got the momentum as well, which they can carry forward in the next few rounds. But apart from that, when you talk about the other team, yes, they're also pretty much capable and they might actually retaliate. But then again, if you talk about the right strategy, if that is not there, if you don't have the right call out from where you have to push in, from where you have to get the right output, then tackling players like Yellow Flash and Evil Prince is definitely going to be a challenge for the opponents.
Yeah, that's going to be so true. I mean, it's all about CS, right? It's all about the momentum for now. In the previous match itself, we talked about it, right? I remember the FPS Crib and Fidato Gaming. To start things off, it was a 5-0 scoreline coming up. And I remember as soon as the sides of FPS Crib got that one initial round for themselves, there was an instant timeout from the sides of Fidato Gaming. Because at the end of the day, we've been talking about it so much, right? This is a game of momentum. And
Yeah.
once a certain team has a momentum for themselves, it's done for. It's going to be so difficult to stop them. And that's what happened, right? We ended the first half with a 9-3 scoreline. And then it was all haywire. I mean, there was a lot of messy plays coming up from both of these teams, though it was Potato for the win. But yeah, mistakes were made, and they really need to, capitalize onto every single thing to face against the other teams out there. Because right now, what we are talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is all about the qualifiers. From here on, we are gonna filter down the teams. We are gonna have the filtration going on, and that's where we are gonna find those top and the best teams who are gonna make it to the race of the title itself. And if I talk about the title, it's huge, right? It's the Nvidia Reflex Cafe attack. So it's gonna be a huge title. And when you see your achievements, the list of achievements that you have, I feel having this title would definitely be one of the flexes you have, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. And then again, fighting against one of those players who you do not really expect. And obviously,
Yeah,
Nvidia and ROG India is bringing the opportunity for these giants. And obviously, in the cafes, we'll get to see some new faces, and that's what makes me very excited when you talk about this particular tournament, because you
yeah,
see newer faces, you see newer type of plays coming in, newer type of approach when you talk about CS2, and obviously. If this is going to be persistent, we might see some rising stars
yeah.
from here as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Who is going to perform how, and what kind of implications they're going to bring into these certain maps. But yes, the lack of Inferno really makes me shatter, because I used to love that particular match. And currently, if you talk about the current scene, the teams are not that adamant on the fact that they're going to choose Inferno for their BO1s. Maybe in a BO3 scenario, in a BO5 scenario, we might actually get to see an Inferno. But for now, yes, today, back to back two Anubises, this gives us an indication that we might see Vertigo, we might see Nuke, but Inferno is not going to come that easily.
I mean, come on, that just breaks my heart, you know, that just breaks my heart, honestly, because I remember previously when we used to talk about CSGO, the only map that these players were so loyal onto was the map of Inferno, right? And
Yeah.
even if I talk about myself, even if I talk about what I used to love in terms of casting, it always used to be Inferno. It was such a fun map to cast every single time, but now it has just been, a heartbreak, a complete heartbreak for all of us because we did not see Inferno whatsoever, and every single time it's just an instant ban coming up, and that just seems to be so heartbreaking. So yeah, yeah. From here on, we might just have one rule that we won't talk about Inferno until and unless we have the map of Inferno going on in front of us because it kind of hurts me now, haunts me. But yeah, other than that, honestly, the map of Anubis that we are witnessing right now as the first one and as the second one as well, it has been really amazing. The first one has been quite one-sided though. Coming down
Mhm.
to the second one, a good start for the sides of Rapid Rounds. Not really sure on what they do have to offer for the third round when the sides of, Apple Gaming will have a full buy for themselves. That's where things might tend to change.
Oh yeah, then when you have the right weaponry in your favor and the utilities in your favor, definitely the implications are going to be much higher when you talk about the opponents. Rapid Rounds on the other corner was more than ready to fight back, and they already have got the lead, if I'm not wrong. So they really
Yeah,
have to go on it and eventually capitalize. They have to carry forward that momentum. From the start of this tournament, we have been speaking that CS2 is a game of momentum. You have to carry forward it, and even if are small hurdles, small breaks where you might actually lose one or two rounds in against your opponent, you might actually be able to carry it forward. And then having the right weaponry is going to be the really very important aspect. And then comes the aim duels, then comes the callouts coming from your IGL, and how you're going to orchestrate the play along with it. Because the map of Anubis is coming to the picture, it is more about the aim duels, not about the
yeah,
kind of, like, let's say, strategies that you're going to put in. Obviously the strategy has to be there, like we are going to hit the A side or the B side, and if there is a pressure on A side, if there are a stacking up on the A side, you might actually rotate back to the mids or go to the B side, completely change the bomb site while planting the C4. But the fact that you have to be ready with your aim duels is completely adamant in this particular map. You have to be ready with your aim duels, because in every short angle, you talk about bridge, you talk about middle, you talk about belong, every single time there is going to be a dark spot from which the opponent can shoot you down. And obviously, being the city sided team, the team known as Yellow Flashers team to be precise, can actually have the advantage in this particular matchup initially in the first half. Whoever becomes a series sided team can actually hold off those dark spots, those angles, those vital points from which the shots can be relayed down. But in order to
yeah.
break that, obviously the decided team has to come up with a lot of flashbangs, a lot of smokes to avoid all of that situation, and create a deception, create a beautiful path for themselves to make an entry and then eventually retaliate. So I'm open to see how the play is going to unfold.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. But here's one thing that I want to really put light on to for the sides of rapid rounds. I mean, also known as wasted potentials. This team tends to love involving themselves into fights. They just love to do that, no matter they are on the T side or maybe the CT side. I've seen them before as well, and that's the reason I've been so confident on saying that. But I've seen them taking those fights, taking those aim fights precisely, and there has been one or two players to look out for every single time. Now it has been Yellow Flash, honestly, because that one player tend to have a great fragging potential. It has been Headshot Special as well. The days where he is able to feel himself really good, that's where you'll see him on the top of the charts. There's Evil Prince. He is the evil. He is the evil one out there. You know his name himself has an evil in it. So yeah, definitely he's the evil one out there. So there are all these players on the sides of rapid rounds who tend to really love involving themselves in all those those fights and take those aim fights. And as you said, right, there have been stands, there have been situations where I have seen them holding back their positions, maybe converting
Yep.
those clutches which are next to impossible. So I do have a lot of expectations. I'll be really honest with that. I do
True.
have a lot of expectations, but I expect a lot from Apple Gaming as well. A new team for me as well. So I do expect a lot. A close match, maybe that's what I've been waiting to witness the entirety of this day today.
Well, yeah, that can be a possible scenario coming in because if you talk about rapid rounds, definitely they've got the
Yeah.
advantage of winning first two. But maybe after the loss bonus comes in, there is a like let's say aggressive attempt coming in from the opponent's perspective, which would be Team Apple Gaming, and I'm open to see that because again, we
Yeah.
really have to see that close cutthroat competition. And if it is not there in the qualifiers, we might get to see in the semi-finale or in the grand finale stage because again, as the competition evolves, as the team move forward to the next stage, where the competition is just going to also evolve along the teams that are pushing forward to that angle, like be it the semi finale or the grand finale. I'm definitely expecting a lot of close cutthroat matches. But talking about the qualifiers, yes, maybe there is going to be a one-sided match. And initially, if Rapid Rounds was able to get the 2 rounds in their favor, they've already got the right weaponry in their favor. But then comes a
Yeah.
loss bonus, which might give the advantage to the other team as well. They might actually choose to go all ham and purchase every single weaponry that they want to go with. And yeah, the Kevlar has to be there for them. The diffusal kills has to be there if they are the CD-sided team. And at the end, if they are able to pull it through, if they are able to get the third round in their favor, maybe that whole momentum shift is going to be in their favor. But in order to happen that, in order to be like a situation where all of that is going to happen, I believe team Apple Gaming definitely have to step up, definitely have to figure out what is going wrong in the initial 2 rounds. And obviously, after you lose a pistol round, there is a huge possibility that you are going to lose the next SMG or AR round, whichever the opponent is going to choose to pick. So yeah, you have lost 2 good rounds. It's okay, it has happened, but there are still a possibility of 11 more rounds that the other team has to get in order to
Yeah.
beat you when it comes to the overall standing. So yeah, for now, I feel Apple Gaming has to definitely bounce back if they really want to get these rights just because the first half is not yet over. It has just started. So there is a big possibility that they're going to move forward and eventually get the right balance in their favor.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. I mean, we've had a lot of discussions already, so let's just quickly get into the match itself because I know you guys have been waiting for a long time now, and I'm really tired of seeing both these faces right on your screens over and over again. So here we are in the map itself. Apple Gaming going up against the sides of rapid round to start things off itself. It's gotta be headshot going down, and so is the case with Link slowly and steadily this time. I feel Apple Gaming is being given granted a lifeline to maybe get the pistols for themselves because previously when we saw it was the sides of rapid round having the best possible advantage, but Apple Gaming within a blink of an eye the entirety of rapid round tend to fall down, and it's gonna be a flawless for them, no casualties whatsoever, and the first pistol round rolls in.
Well, the players are falling short of breath, and it does feel like that the T-Shire team is going to suffer a lot, which is the team rapid round. So on the other corner, Apple Gaming definitely was able to embark on a new journey, and they were able to get one crucial round. And I have to see if they're going to get the another one as well, because there are from us, there are SMGs coming to the picture. On the other hand side, we have a lot of Deagles that are coming from Team Rapid Rounds. And look at this, they're again holding off a very decent side. But on the B side, we have got players like Gabru and the other guys like Bapu who are already holding off their own angles. And the approach from Headshot Special is going to come. Evil Prince is also over there pretty close to him in the B long area. And they're trying to make their way back into the circle, back into the B-long area, and I'm looking forward to see if that is going to be possible. But through the bridge in the mid region, we do have another set of players coming in. For example, talk about Owned. His HP is not that much, but he's still trying to figure out if there is a possibility that he's going to shut down the opponent. A lot of smokes, the Deagle shots going in. The connection was not yet there. Definitely wanted to make a big impact onto it, but that is not the case. Simple on the other corner, trying to figure out what the opponents are capable of. 1 more minute to go, and after winning the first round, definitely they want to win another one. Evil Prince another time retaliates, and with the Deagle, he was able to take down Simple to be precise. But then a nade frag coming in. That's amazing. And Gabru definitely was able to establish the right connection, and Bapu gets the last 2 players, and now it all trickles down to Evil Prince and Linux. They are actually approaching the same side now. Earlier, they were approaching the mids and they were trying to take the control of the A side as well. But now look at this. Through the mids, we have got Linux who is trying to make an entry, possibly get a plant, but I feel it's just going to be really very impossible for him. And there you go. The player spots him with the FAMAS. A beautiful headshot comes in. Apple Gaming back-to-back wins second round in their favor.
Yeah, I mean, Lynx was the last player to survive, couldn't do really anything much out there. The previously we were in the match before the rehost, it was the sides of Rapid Rounds who had the best possible advantage for themselves with 2 rounds. I mean, the pistol and the upcoming, but this time, as I said, it is a lifeline for the sides of Apple Gaming, is the been granted with 2 rounds now as we host the game. But for now, Rapid Rounds once again 2-0. They have a full buy for themselves, and that's where all the action start to unfold. As Yellow Flash will be finding the best possible one. Onto the sides of Apple Gaming, and that's going to be one player already done for. Trying to go in for the second contact as well. The mid control was definitely demanded, but Lynx will definitely go down to that. Frag nade, and now that's not looking that's not a great of a sign for the sides of Rapid Round. Boom, good for one. Yes, he is. Might double it up. That's gonna be headshot special, who shuts down Mr. Gabru. The numbers have fallen down to the sides of Apple Gaming. 2 remaining players, though the sides of Rapid Rounds have lost Links as well, but the numbers are still in their favor, and now it all goes down to a 2 versus 4.
Well, utilizing the loss bonus in their way is absolutely amazing. Rapid Rounds definitely trying to strike back, and there you go. One more gets taken down through the smokes. It was Yellow Flash with the AK who shuts the player down. It all trickles down to Simple. What he can really do. I mean, saving his weaponry, the M4A4 is going to be the only thing that he can really go for now. And obviously, the C4 has been planted at the B side, and now the time is trickling down. And with that loss bonus in their favor, Team Rapid Rounds definitely is going to embark on a new journey. They will get one crucial round in their favor, and that too with all 4 AKs in their hands. That means they won't be able to, like, they won't be suffering, to be honest. In the next round, they will be having a decent buy. Look at this, all AK buy. All AK team is going to be there from the perspective of Team Rapid Rounds. If we talk about Apple Gaming, they have gone for an op. Yeah, indeed, the op is going to come. We have M4A4s coming into the picture, but maybe they're going to sell it back. Let's see what happens, guys, at the end when the round gets started. Indeed, the op is going to be the particular weaponry which is going to get utilized. But being a CD team definitely gets you a lot of angles to play with when it comes to an op shot. But have to see if that is going to be fruitful or not. But look at this complete push onto the A-longs, and they are trying to make an entry. All the 5 players are trying to make an entry, and Gabru and the other guy are actually all struck. But look at this, a retaliation comes in. Yellow Flash finds him out. Headshot special finds a player known as Trace Off. Simple also gets taken down by Yellow Flash. Impressive play indeed. Rapid Rounds definitely is trying to step up on the hindsight if we talk about Apple Gaming. Now the only 2 individuals who are surviving are going to be Gabru and Bapu. Oh, unfortunately in the mids we do have Bapu going down, and Gabru going through the doors trying to get an idea where the place could be. But yeah, the C4 has already been planted, so it feels like that it's a 2 versus 2 equalizer coming in this particular matchup.
Yeah, as I said a while ago, right? As soon as the full buy will roll in for the sides of Rapid Rounds, there's where the actions might unfold. So, here's the thing, Raider, right? We've been talking about it a lot. The pistol rounds will actually give you an advantage for the 2nd round, but what's next? It's the full buy, right? So that's where the actions unfold. So for me personally, if I talk about it, I feel the main game starts after the 2nd round and not from the 1st round itself. So yeah, that's going to be the case for now. 2-all is what the scoreline is, and now the opper has been granted an op which has been saved from the previous round. Evil Prince will have an opper himself on the CT side now, on the T side, my bad. This is so interesting, right? Having an op in the CT side will give you an advantage to hold off an angle, but having an op in the T side, I'm really excited to actually see what will Evil Prince do out here. For now, Gabru seems to be really demanding with a lot of positioning out there, with a lot of map space out there towards the B site itself, but that's not going to help him because the execution seems to be making its way other way around. Own goes down, so it's the case with headshot special. Everyone seems to be falling down. Babu has been burned alive right straight out there. Lynx falls down, but it is yet a 2 versus 2. Look at the way Evil Prince has been fragging. It all goes down to 2 remaining players, Yellow Flash and Evil Prince going up against God and Simple. Now, Simple does have an AK being retrieved, so that might just be a big help, but hey, that's the best possible frag onto Yellow Flash, and now it all goes down to an op and Evil Prince as the last surviving player. The bomb is definitely planted, but they need to take it way too slow. That's going to be
Wow.
Evil Prince who finds one. It all goes down to a 1v1, which is yet to able. Simple needs to clutch this out for his team. He needs to get this one on board because it's not looking great. Evil Prince missing shots back to back. Might just punish him really bad, but does not matter as he finds one onto Simple and gets the third one on board for the sides of Rapid Rounds.
Amazing.
A round which was almost in the favors of Apple Gaming goes in the favors of Rapid Round, and the third one comes on board for them.
Pretty impressive play indeed. What a fight, to be honest, put up by Evil Prince. And he was able to, if I'm not wrong, get at least a 3K in that particular stance. And he was looking absolutely good. But I have to see what happens next because Linux, to be honest, at this point was unable to perform. He has got 0 frags. Got taken down in 5 good rounds, so I'm looking forward to see if he's going to retaliate, if he's going to bounce back in the game or not. But through the bridge, once again, the approach is being delivered. There are 2 players who are holding the B mains, and I'm looking forward to see if through B long there is going to be an entry. Nades, smokes, utils, everything is being dumped. Both of the teams are looking kind of good, but Zew God on the other corner has already lost 3% of his HP. But look at this, decent sprays with the AK. Nothing fruitful came in. The guy who has got the C4 is going to be Kabru. Actually, not Kabru, to be precise. He's coming from Rapid Rounds. Being the T-sided team, Rapid Rounds definitely initially started off way too well. They got some good control, but look at this, a retaliation. Bapu gets taken down. Not just that, Own finds another one.
Yellow Flash.
Flashbang coming in from Yellow Flash. Impressive play. Oh, Yellow Flash and Linux both have been taken down. God definitely trying to be the uplifter for the team and indeed gets a 3K. With that, Trace off and God will have to retaliate, but Evil Prince on the other corner also goes down. Owned retaliates and it's a 1v1 type of situation coming in. There you go. Rapid Rounds wins another one. A close round, to be honest. A very close one indeed. It was all trickling down to a 2v2. Then a 1v1 came in where both the players had somewhere around 50% of their HP surviving in the game. And then Own definitely owned that moment, owned that round for the team.
Honestly, if I talk about the sides of Owned and Evil Prince right now, the previous round Evil Prince did have a responsibility onto his shoulders to clutch out a situation. He was able to do that. When it went down to this round, it was the sides of Owned who had a responsibility, and they were actually able to capitalize over and over again if they allow Rapid Rounds to take. Wait, headshot special, what? Again, to start things off, it's going to be Bapu and Gabru who do fall down. This is not a good economy. It is not a good round for the sides of Apple Gaming. I mean, yeah, in terms of economy, if I talk about it right now, they do not have anything to work around with rather than a deagle. But will they be able to convert some shots? Yes, Simple is going to hit one really hard in the skulls of Owen, but that's all they could get in this round as Rapid Rounds take the 5th one for themselves, and slowly and steadily they have the lead as well. 3 rounds of differentiate to talk about right now. Rapid Rounds seems to be running away with rounds, but now Simple has invested onto an op, and that's going to be Gabru as well. Once again, the OG double op setup coming up in the map of Anubis will decide the fate of Rapids round, if of the Rapid Rounds, because I mean, if they are allowed to get the 6th one on board or no. But what's the plan of execution is the question. One player maybe. Oh, there's 2 players towards the mid, 1 towards the other side, and 2 towards the others. Now, this is a bit of a different setup coming up, honestly, but the angles for the ops have been denied for completely.
Yeah, the smokes are coming in, the flashbangs are coming in. That's why those guys with the ops have to fall back a bit and they have to figure out a different angle so that they can really retaliate. But look at this needs, util still being dumped up. And if you talk about Linux, he was trying to retaliate and indeed gets one, if I'm not wrong. He was able to dish out a lot of damage. Gabru has been picked off. Linux and Yellow Flash, a combined effort coming from the corner. On the other corner, Special also retaliates, but a 2K for Linux and he's still pushing forward to get more. The Spire is the only thing which is stopping him. Maybe he's going to get more and more frags in this particular matchup. Look at this. Linux is making his way back, trying to figure out where the opponent is. But the other 2 guys have already pushed way back in the A side so that they can save their weaponry. That is the M4A4 and an AWP, if I'm not wrong. So yes, that is the kind of approach they are going to bring in. They already know that breaking a momentum in this 8th round was not at all possible. So they've decided to let it go. They have decided to completely fall back from the scene. But the players are trying to close up on him. And I feel it's going to be headshot special, which is kind of close to the player. And there you go, headshot finds one. It was traced off. Simple retaliates and takes down Evil Prince. A crucial frag coming in. And with that, the positioning has been revealed. Let's see what is going to happen. Simple has got the idea where the opponent is. But there you go. Linux finds a 3K. With that, Rapid Rounds has got a buffer of 4 good rounds in their favor. Apart from that, the notion of saving the weaponries like AWP and M4, A4 is completely out of the equation. That team known as Apple Gaming. And it does feel like that. Now the bounce back scenario is looking absolutely amazing for the team known as Rapid Rounds. And look at the weaponry. They just have
Yeah.
pistols to play with.
That's gonna be true. I mean, Lynx in the previous round did convert a 3K, and that's where the entirety of the round had a shift in tide. But now Apple Gaming, what will they do? Because again, look at that Simple and his frag. An instant bullet in the skull, and that's gonna be one more. Two players depart. Apple Gaming, as I said, when it's about taking those aim game, it seems Apple Gaming is too good with the Deagles for themselves. Yellow Flash finds one onto Babu, converts it, doubles it up. Might just go in for the third one. Will he be able to do that? Yes, he is. That's going to be owned and Yellow Flash together. Lynx as well joining them for this. And now it all goes down to Gabru being the last one to survive. A 1 versus 3. The bomb, yes, it gets planted. And it's all about the post-plant scenario. Gabru does not have the diffusal kit as well. So even if he goes in for a try, maybe takes one player down, retrieves a weapon and goes in and tries to get this round, he needs to make it very quick, right? Because look at the amount of time he has. It's way too less. I feel exit frag is what he might just rely on to, but he won't be allowed to as Yellow Flash shuts him down. And that's going to be one more. 3 frags for Yellow Flash in that round, and the 7th round for the sides of Rapid Rounds. Over and over again, it feels like Rapid Rounds are running away with rounds for themselves. On the other side, Apple Gaming, all they were allowed to was the initial pistol round and the upcoming advantage. But after that, it has been Rapid Rounds with consecutive 7 for them. So enough amount of rounds that Rapid already had for themselves. Now Apple Gaming, they need to get 3 to take it to a 7-5. At least for an hope that they can make it to a 7-all. But Evil Prince, as I said, he is the evil one in his entire team. Shuts down one, but Gabru comes up with a perfect trade. Lynx goes down and it is a 4v4. Yet the numbers are rolling in the favors of Apple Gaming though.
Indeed, Rapid Rounds at the same point is not looking that good, but Evil Prince and the Owned have definitely decided to play along, and it is a situation where the C4 is yet to be planted. But there you go, the retaliation was on point. Trace off gets taken down. Even Zeuk God has been taken down. Now it all trickles down to what Bapu is capable of. He has to do a 1v2 with that M4A4, and eventually if we talk about the utils, it's not that much, but Bapu gets one. Owned has been taken down. It's all about Evil Prince. Let's see if it is going to be a fruitful scenario or not. The grenades are going in. They're trying to make a way so that they can go for the diffuser. But even before that, he has to make an entry. But look at this, Evil Prince. More than ready with the op. Had the idea that the player might push onto him and was able to completely shut him down. This is why we say having the momentum is going to be very crucial. And from, if I'm not wrong, the third round, a complete momentum shift was there for Team Apple Gaming. And Rapid Rounds is definitely dominating for now. They've got 8 good rounds in their favor. All they have to get is just next 5 rounds so that they can become the champions of this particular qualifiers and they can move on to the next stage. But look at this. Once again, the approach is towards the A side. They're going through the A long. And if it is a possibility, I have to see how the play is going to go from here. Look at them. Every single player is trying to make their way. Gabru is the only one which was surviving over there, and Gabru takes one down. Yellow Flash, a crucial player from that team, has been picked off. Evil Prince retaliates and takes down Zeuk God. With that, it's a 3v4 situation where still, if you talk about Rapid Rounds, they have got the capability and the weaponry as well, to be honest, to take the whole round in their favor, and it's all about Bapu. Once again, like the previous one, being the solo individual surviving, takes the player down known as Headshot Special, trickles down to place like Lynx, and then we have Evil Prince and Owned. 3v1. C4 has already been planted. So it's an easy cakewalk if they are going to hold off decent angles when it comes to the post-plant scenario. But it feels like that Bapu has already decided to completely back out from the scene and go for a save.
Yeah, that's going to be true. I mean, looking at what the economy is for the sides of Apple Gaming, I feel saving the weaponry that he has for himself would be the best possible option. I mean, either ways he knows, right? He does not have enough amount of time to work around with, though as a diffusal kit, but facing off 3 players would be just so difficult. Straight away, that's going to be Rapid Round with the 9th one on board. And I'm really scared for the fact that, if at all the very first half goes down to a 10-2 scoreline, what is written in the fates of Apple Gaming for the second round? Because a comeback from 10-2 is like climbing a very huge mountain. You'll be tired, you'll be drained out, you'll be exhausted, right? And at that point of time, you need to have that attitude of never giving up, and that's where you might be able to climb it up till the top. So Apple Gaming 9-3 maybe, but giving away the double digits to the sides of Rapid Round in the first half itself would not be a great sign. Looking at Rapid Rounds right now, they are really confident with the execution that they are trying to go at. An evil prince, oh my god, he does not want to stop no matter what weaponry he has. AK M4A4 op does not matter. There's gonna be evil prince
Wow.
who gets the best possible frag. A trade comes up, but Lynx and owned once again owns them completely. As there's gonna be an instant denial of two players, the site is completely open for business and the bomb gets planted.
Well, there you go. The C4 has been planted with that. Bapu once again becomes the last individual to fight back in the scene. And it's a easy cakewalk for Team Rapid Rounds once again. Yellow Flash and Lynx with a combined effort coming in to clutch out the last guy. With that, the first half is already over. Now we are going to move to the second half where the Apple Gaming will be becoming the T-Series team. And their job is just going to get immensely tough because they have to make an entry. On the hindsight, Rapid Rounds have to hold off their decent angles. The pistol round is going to be very crucial. And trust me, these next two rounds are going to dictate the terms of how the game is going to go from here. Because if Apple Gaming is able to win the next two rounds, they might be able to fight back because they will still have a firm grasp in the game. But if they're going to lose the initial two rounds, remember guys what will happen. And the situation that will be coming in will be basically a 12 pointer for Rapid Rounds, and at 2 points Apple Gaming will be sitting, because if you lose a pistol round, there is a huge possibility that you might actually lose the second round as well, which is going to be consecutive with the pistol round. And I'm looking forward to see if Apple Gaming is going to retaliate that, and if the retaliation comes in, yes, the competition might extend to many more rounds.
That's going to be true. The pistol round here is going to, decide the fate of Apple Gaming, honestly, because if they get the pistol round, there are chances, there are high probable chances of the comeback from their end. But if not, then more or less, it does break my heart to say that, but it's going to be a one-sided victory for the sides of Rapid Rounds again. So either ways, they need to be way too careful with the pistol round. They need to get it for themselves as they did. I mean, you remember in the first half itself, Apple Gaming went in for the pistol round. They got that
Yeah.
round for themselves without having any single casualty, and that's a lot, right? That's huge. That's a bold of a statement being put forward in words out in the gameplay out there. So Apple Gaming, if they are able to do it again, it's going to be good and great. At the same time, if I talk about rapid rounds, the hold seems to be a 2-1-2. One player towards the mid, but for now, it's going to be Lynx who falls down. Yellow Flash, 1, 2, 3. It does not want to stop. Triples it up. A fourth one for Yellow Flash. And now, it all is going to be an
Bro.
ace. Yes, it is. Yellow Flash tends to destroy, deny every single player walking in his crosshairs out there. A 5k and gets the pistol round. The best of what he could do for his team. The denial was surreal. And after this, the hopes of comeback are just going down.
Wow, what a play, man, what a play. It was basically him going guns blazing and the players faltering onto him. Amazing play coming in that individual round. It was the 13th one, but moving forward, let's have a look at what happens in the 14th one, because you got once again gets damaged, and with the shotgun, Evil Prince retaliates, takes a player down. And now situation is not at all looking good for Team Apple Gaming. But one more take, one more advantage they were trying to build. Trace off with just 7% HP in his favor gets taken down. Even Bapu has been taken down. Now it all trickles down to what Gabru is going to do. And Gabru also goes down. A complete flawless round coming in once again from Rapid Round's perspective. And all they have to get is just one more round, and then they will be crowned as the winners of this qualifiers for now. Yeah, moving up the stage, they might actually face off against a team who can bring in the cutthroat competition. But for now, Apple Gaming has nothing to answer back to the aggression of what to the aggression that is coming from Team Rapid Rounds, to be honest. But look at this, another round gets started. It's a crucial round, and as I said, if in the second half pistol round is lost, definitely Apple Gaming won't be able to get the next round as well, and that's exactly what happened. But now comes in the factor of those ops. The utilization is absolutely massive, but look at this, owned and headshot special was able to get one. That was you got. Linux on the other corner has been taken on. Lynx gets finished off. He's not going to survive. A complete trade-off was also there, but look at this. Sam Gabru, what a play! A decent reflex from his corner, gets a headshot on owned. With that, Evil Prince and Yellow Flash are the two players, but to be honest, I'm still expecting that they might be able to clutch this one.
Yeah, there are chances that they might get this round for themselves. It all goes down to a 3 versus 2. Now, the only way that they get this round is by not walking in the crosses of Evil Prince, because this man with his op is way too strong, and the day he's able to hit those shots, it just is perfect. We've seen him clutching rounds in the first half itself, but for now, the site is completely open for business, and they are going to go in and get the plant done for. It all goes down to a post-plant scenario. They do have a Diffusal kit to work around with, but Yellow Flash is going to be the last one to survive. Gets taken down from Simple, and finally, After 12 consecutive rounds that Rapid Rounds had for themselves, it's going to be Apple Gaming with the third one on board. 12 consecutive rounds, ladies and gentlemen, and that's so huge. But Evil Prince, come on. They're going in for shotguns. They want to really do them dirty right now. Come on. All I can, anticipate is Rapid Rounds maybe holding off those cheeky corners or those ninja spots in the map itself and letting the sides of Apple Gaming come to a close, compact fight and just deny them. That's gonna hurt them now. If they go down to this, that's gonna hurt them a lot.
I mean, that's kind of the only possibility
Ouch,
that we have got.
Evil
But you got,
Prince.
he takes him down, but there you go. Lynx finds another one. Simple with the op was able to take down Evil Prince. It's a 3v3 type of situation coming in where if we talk about the weaponry, it is definitely looking very decent when we talk about Apple Gaming. They've got an AK, actually two AKs, and even they have got the smokes, the flashbangs, and grenades. Apart from that, they do have an op as a angle to be hold off. But let's see what kind of play is going to be there. Lynx, Yellow Flash, and Headshot Special are the three players which are surviving from Team Rapid Rounds. It's a very crucial round for Team Rapid Rounds, but it's more crucial to Apple Gaming because Apple Gaming, if they lose this one, they're going to be out of the equation. Look at this, the shots are going in. Yellow Flash definitely wants to embark on a new journey and get the player down, but his precision is not at all working at this point because the other opponent is able to come up with AKs, and there you go! Headshot Special also gets picked off. Simple with a decent pick coming in. Oh, this is gonna be bad. There you go, indeed takes one player down, takes another one, I believe. Not really, but it's a 1v2 and Apple Gaming will be able to clutch this one.
Yeah, that's going to be true. For now, Apple Gaming gets one more round. You know, all these rounds on the sides of Apple Gaming are getting their hands onto are no less than a lifeline. Honestly, I mean, I'll be really honest. I have nothing to take away from them, but more or less they are lifelines that are being provided to them from the sides of Rapid Rounds for now. Again, oh my god, Rapid Rounds. Over and over again, I've been seeing these players investing onto those shotguns and trying to do dirty to the sides of Apple Gaming. You know, investing onto shotguns is more like playing around with your food, and that's what Rapid Rounds is doing straight up. For now, Denial comes up, and that's going to be simple with a perfect frag that will take away the life of Headshot Special for this round. Numbers are in favor, and I do anticipate a 12-5 coming up. Rapid Rounds, all they need to do is maybe save for one round, get their hands on a full buy, and then try to end it because investing as what they did in the previous round is just not working good for them. But Lynx, is he good for one? Can he double it up is the question. No is the answer. As Gabru finds the best possible frag onto Lynx, shuts him down, numbers being brought back. He will be the last one to survive, finds one, maybe the second one. Yes, he does. What? He finds the third one as well. Even Prince does not want to stop whatsoever. He has an AK right down his foot. The plant will be completely on the other side. Come on! No way! Emil, you need to change that weapon to an AK and get this round for your team. Just do not play with your food. It's been doing for a long time now. Trying to make his way towards the side. Does not have a defusal kit though, so he needs to make this way too quick. But look at Trace-Off. He's holding the best possible position. And this might just be vulnerable. Okay. Yes, it is. Trace-Off shuts down Evil Prince, and that's going to be the 5-12. But the way Evil Prince denied 3 players in this site, oh my god.
Pretty impressive play indeed. And Evil Prince definitely made a mark. At this point, he was able to get a 3K, if I'm not wrong, in that particular B side, which was absolutely impressive. But really have to see what is going to happen next. This time, again, the weaponry is going to come. We have a FAMAS, we have a M4A1, and eventually an Auger has also been invested. Then we have a MAC-10 and an AWP. So, variety of weaponry coming in from the players of Rapid Rounds. But let's see if they're able to clutch this moment in their favor. Because the opponents have got an all AK buy. They're again going to be a little bit slower on the notch. And if you talk about the players like God, and then if you talk about even I am Gabru, and also if you talk about Simple, these are the 3 players which are actually on the backsides. And if you talk about the individual coming in as Yellow Flash, he's in a very tough spot because his opponents are right in front of him, and there are 2 of them, to be honest. It's Trace-Off and Bapu who are holding that angle. With that AK, they can definitely create a lot of impact, but I'm looking forward to see if that is going to change. Simple finds one, and that was Lynx who has been taken down. Was not expecting that early of a demise coming in for that guy. But if you talk about even Owned, he has been taken down. Evil Prince with the AWP wants to be very fruitful, but can he be? Yes, indeed. He was able to take down I am Gabru, and the rest remaining 4 players are also trying to make an entry. towards the B side, but there you go. Headshot special gets picked off. It's all about Yellow Flash and Evil Prince. Evil Prince might be able to get one more. Oh, he's in a pressure, and there you go. He gets taken down by Zeke. God, indeed, a beautiful shot coming from that AK. Last man standing will be Yellow Flash. In the previous matchup, we did saw Evil Prince doing a 3K with that shotgun, but this time it's an AR in the hand, and it will be a difficult one for Yellow Flash to really retaliate and get 4K.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. A 4K is what he is onto right now. Did try to make his way towards the cave, but Simple comes up, denies Yellow Flash for everything, and gets the best possible round. Honestly, rapid rounds, as I said previously, they need to go in for a complete save in one round, have their hands on full buy, try to convert the round, and end it if they want to. Because what they are doing right now is playing around, as I said a while ago. Right, we've been seeing we are seeing them investing onto shotguns back to back 2 to 3 rounds, which is not working in their favor. Also, Evil Prince missing onto some important op shots out there is really gonna hurt them a lot. And at the same time, this is letting the sides of Apple Gaming climb up. I mean, they've got 4 rounds consecutively already, which is not a great sign. They've got it back from 2-12 to a 6-12, which already has a bold statement to make. So, sides of rapid rounds, they need to be very, very careful about this. Evil Prince and Yellow Flash, also Lynx, will be sticking to the same plan over and over again. But what's the plan from the sides of Apple Gaming? They have demanded the mid control for themselves, and the mid is left completely open. Slowly and steadily, try to make their way towards the side. Might just get the side control, but look at those two players who are holding the close quarters angle. Evil Prince is right present there, holding the angle, but might not help him. And that's where Grubru will shut him down. Yellow Flash good for one. Yes, he is. Finds Bapu, shuts him down. That's a perfect trade, but Lynx falls down to trace off, and that's not a good sign. Yellow Flash good for one. Maybe. No, he's not. Gets taken. Gets punished for though. Two remaining players make it one. No, it's two. Yet headshot special. What an amazing shot. Doubles it up before gets taken down to trace off. It all goes down to Owen being the last surviving player, being punished from the sides of Simple. And the scoreline is a 7-12. Yet another lifeline. This is what I've been saying for the 5th time now, as the scoreline is a 7-12, Raider.
Well, a massive bounce back in the game, that's for sure, for Team Apple Gaming. And on the other corner, if we talk about Team which is there for Evil Prince and Lynx and Yellow Flash, Rapid Rounds to be precise is the name. They're unable to like really perform the way they were performing while being the T-sided team in the first half. But now let's see, they've got their weaponry, they've got their grenades, utils and stuff like that. So maybe they're going to bounce back in the scenario. Even two diffusal kits are ready for them. It's owned and Headshot Special who has got those diffusal kits, so they're sticking to their own perfect sides. If we talk about Headshot Special, he is holding off the B side, and through the B we have seen entrance being delivered. Evil Prince have already been taken down. That means Headshot Special has to really take over that particular side and get the control in his favor. Otherwise, things are gonna be out of their hands. Owen has got the insight that the players are peeking, and there you go with the flashbang. Owen gets taken down, and then Headshot Special retaliates to take down Zook God. But is it going to be enough to take down another player? That's what we have to see. Lynx on the other corner is trying to perform equally well. Look at this, a lot of utilities being done, but this guy, Headshot Special, gets a 3K already. 4K coming in. It's all about trace off. He's in the smokes. And there you go. Gets spotted with that. Finally a closure coming to the game by the players of Team Rapid Rounds. They have struggled a lot. If you talk about the should I say 14th round? After the 14th round, to be honest, in the 15th round they started falling down, and from there to here, where we have already passed 20 rounds till here, I guess the struggle was quite surreal. But finally, a great comeback coming from the team. And when they had their utilities, like the M4A1s were coming in their hands, and apart from that, if you talk about the right weaponries, they had it, the right utilities, they had it, and they were able to utilize it. Despite of the fact that Evil Prince went out a little bit early, the players like Headshot Special was able to completely hold off the B side. And I feel in this particular individual 20th round, he is the only reason why for now the 13th round came in. Otherwise, there could have been another lifeline for the particular team of Apple Gaming.
Yeah, that's going to be so true. I mean, what a way to end the map itself. That's an ace for headshot special. That's going to be 5 frags that he got for himself. And that's where he tend to put an end to the entire drama. I mean, honestly, few rounds on the sides of rapid rounds were no less than drama. It had more drama than the Bollywood movies do tend to have these days, because they were just
Okay.
going in with those shotguns and just playing in those close quarters, trying to take their enemies down. But that's it for this map as well. I mean, quick matches is what we were expecting, though. But again, Apple Gaming, they did tend to extend it for a while, until and unless it was headshot special, putting an end to every possible thing out there. And at all, the scoreline goes down to a 13-7, which goes in the favors of rapid rounds. I mean, yeah, a lot of lifelines that we did talk about, though, but it all came to an end with headshot special ending it with an ace for themselves. But I feel it's a time for break now, because the map is already done. And it has been amazing. It really has been amazing. But Ray, do you have anything to say before we push it to a break?
Well, I just have to say that this one was looking like a one-sided match, but in the later stages, if we talk about the second half, completely things started to change, and we
Yeah,
did saw a beautiful closure coming in from both the individual teams. I mean, even if we talk about Apple Gaming, they were starting to figure out how they have to shut down the particular players of
yeah,
Yellow Flash, Evil Prince, and their teammates, to be honest. But to be honest, in the end stages, I did saw that Headshot Special had the right weaponry, and they've decided to like save for 1 or 2 rounds. They've gone for the SMGs, they've gone for the pistols, and then they had the right economy, and they were able to bounce back with their M4 A1s, and it was good to watch it. Evil Prince, definitely, as I said initially, was taken down earlier, and for a moment, I also thought that there might be a situation of a 12-8 coming in. There might be a 12-9 also coming in, because there
yeah.
was a lot of expenditure of those dollars in this individual round of 20th round, to be honest. But then again, Headshot Special with a 4K changed everything.
I mean, as I said, right, this match tend to had more drama than the Bollywood movies do have these days. But that's about it for this map, ladies and gentlemen. It has been really amazing. This map, especially with a lot of drama, a lot of momentum shifts here and there. But I feel we'll be
Yeah.
taking a quick short break here on, and just prepare ourselves for the upcoming match. So yeah, we'll see you guys in a while. Until then, I hope you guys just grab some popcorn, because the upcoming match is going to be more intense than this one. So see you on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back once again to the last map for the day. GG well played going up against the sides of Next Level Gaming. This is gonna be an interesting map, but to start things off itself, we are in the game directly, and the first round. It did went in the sides of GG well played, if I'm not wrong. I mean, to what did we saw right now? But either ways, we have the sides of Team GG well played on the CT side, and we have Next Level Gaming on the T side. Honestly, Raider, I do expect a lot
Mhm.
from this match, and not really the map ending on a one side domination as it all went down previously. But what are your thoughts for the same?
I feel once again that one-sided domination could be there, but then again, if you talk about the previous matchup, we did saw a lot of comeback rounds in the second half, if I'm not wrong. So that might actually get replicated in this one as well. But we have got GG well played sitting at the city-sided advantage area, and if we talk about the Next Level Gaming, they have got the T-sided advantage. Let's see how the game goes on from here, because again, the contestment is going to be amazing. And if we talk about the map, I believe it's Mirage.
Yeah, that's going to be true. Technical pause to start things off. I mean, come on. That's heartbreaking, though. If I talk about the players for now, we have Next Level Gaming, we have HP, Sky, Lime, Freaky God, Mayuresh. I remember Mayuresh, honestly, because I've casted him once. He's been really phenomenal that time, hitting those double digits, hitting his opponents really hard. Mayuresh has been that one player to look out for. I mean, yeah, to what I know, I've seen HP as well. On the other side, if I talk about GG well played, we have Mr. Deagle, Cobalt, Frozen Plays, Mastermind, and Cold Blood. Again, all of these players will be a bit of a surprise for me. I'm not really sure on what it will be like seeing them play this game after a long time. I mean, yeah, they did start off in CSGO though, but then it's been a long time that I've seen them playing CS:GO. So CS2, I'm not really sure on what the plan would be like. So both of
Mhm.
these teams tend to be a surprise for me. To what did we saw when we started things off? I felt GG well played did went in and took down the sides of Next Level Gaming in the first round itself, but it all went down to a technical pause. So I'm really hoping to get back in the game as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, then we'll get to see how the round goes on, how the whole aggression is going to get created. Because even in the previous matchup, if you talk about the individuals coming in from the pistol rounds, if you talk about the first half, yes, those guys was able to get the pistol rounds in their favor. But after that, somehow the retaliation was not that optimum for them. I'm looking forward to see if that is going to get replicated in this particular matchup or something different is going to happen. But as we can see, the rounds have already been started. The clash is already going on. Both the teams are trying to be equally well built. And if you talk about the C4, it has already been planted. Cobalt and Mr. Deagle are the last two individuals surviving from Team GG Bill played. And I feel it's a loss for them. The pistol round is
Yeah.
definitely going to be out of their hands. There is no situation that they might actually fight back. But Deagle was able to get freaky odd.
Yeah, that's gonna be true to start things off itself. The first round rolls in the favor of team Next Level Gaming, and look at Freaky God. He's instantly invested onto an AK for himself. On the other side, GG well
Yeah.
played. They'll be going in for a complete save. They do not have the economy to go in for a buy, and even if they try to maybe risk it for the fact that they
Mhm.
did take players down and there were players alive, they will be having that economy though. But even if they try to force in, it might look a bit difficult. I do see Deagle be investing onto some of the weapons out there. And now this might be a risky call. He does find one. What
Okay,
is
this is
going on?
interesting.
I mean, all right, there's going to be a round rollback coming up, and that's where you see Deagle shooting down his own teammates. I mean, there's been this thing of having a snake in your own teammate. It tends to give you that damage
Yeah.
either ways. Might just be the case, but now Deagle does
Hmm.
finds one onto HP after shutting down four of his teammates. He finds one onto HP though. But yeah, that's going to be a round rollback coming up way too soon. Oh, he
Oh, there you
converts the
go. Finds
second
another
one.
one.
Yeah, he does doubles it up though. Freaky God goes down
Triples
the
it
third
up.
one as well. Teagle
Okay.
does not want to stop, even though it's gonna be around rollback, does not matter. Second one on board, and it all goes down to a 0-2 scoreline.
Pretty impressive play coming in. Deagle is one of those players coming from the team which has got the right idea of how he has to play, and eventually his crosshairs is also looking good. He has got the right aim in his favor, and he might be able to bounce back in the scene. But let's see what is going to happen next. As we can say, once again, the third round is going to get started. The players are ready. They have figured it out how they have to play. On the other corner, if we're talking about Freaky God, is going to play with the Deagle. HP is also there with an SMG, and if we're talking about Sky, he has got the Galileo trying to shoot down the player, but indeed we have Mr. Deagle going down at the earliest. Then Sky retaliates and takes down Cold Blood. Left with just 3 individuals: Cobalt, Frozen Plays, and Mastermind. Let's see what they're going to do, because the approach towards the B side is definitely going to be a confident one. And as we can see, the C4 is going to get planted pretty soon. But even before that, Freaky God's find one. It's Frozen Plays who has been taken down. Cobalt retaliates and takes down Freaky God. Left with just Cobalt in the game. Has already got 2 frags, actually 3 frags, but there you go. Next Level Gaming wins another major round in their favor. Loss bonus definitely was there in the favor of team coming in as the CD-sided team, but eventually they were unable to get all the control, and that's how the next team is going to move. It's going to be the T-sided team.
I mean, either ways, we are gonna have a restart coming up very soon. The players tend to just make it a death match for themselves right now, trying to test their aim. I mean, look at Deagle out there. Every single time. Not just once or twice, every single time he's trying to take his own teammates down, and this time he's gonna get punished from Cobalt out there. Freaky God finds one. There's gonna be Sky who shuts down Cobalt as well. Yep, ladies and gentlemen, that's a bit of a fun that we are having right now, because we know that we are gonna go into a game restart though, and we are gonna witness all these rounds happening over and over again. But today's day has been really amazing. To start things off with, the first match itself, it all went down to the second match where Rapid Rounds got a beautiful victory for themselves. The first match went into the favors of Fidato Gaming. Second for Rapid Rounds. Now, who will take the third is the question. Will it be the sides of GG Well Played or Next Level? Will be a question for now. But I do feel the players are getting connected back again. Yeah, I do see them being connected again. So we might soon get back into the match. I mean, I know you guys have been waiting for a long, and the delays are kind of irritating. Sometimes they tend to just get on your nerves. I mean, when you are, when you're really excited for a match to start, and then it goes down to a fact where you are having a lot of delays. It tend to get on your nerves though. But yeah, that's a part and parcel of life. We'll be needing to wait for maybe it's like 4 to 5 minutes to get back into the game, and that's where we might see one more interesting match. But if I have to ask you, Raider, what do you think
Yeah.
about the scoreline? I mean, the very first half scoreline. What do you think will it end on? Oh, 7-5, 6, all 8-4, 9-3, 10-2, 11-1, 12-0. What's your prediction?
8-4 for me. I feel it can be an 8-4,
Okay.
because if we talk about Next Level Gaming, yes, indeed, they started off at a very good note, but the other team
Mm-hmm.
tried to outperform them. GG Wellpaid is the name, I believe. So from
Yeah.
that team, Mr. Deagle can be one of those players who can create a lot of openings. But other
Yeah.
than that, if we talk about the whole team of Next Level Gaming, they're definitely looking a little bit more synced and synergized. But then again, guys, the match has been restarted. So maybe in this one, the 100% effort is going to come from GG Wellplayed as well.
Yeah, I mean, they will be, putting in 100% efforts, but I think our audience, they do not want to wait anymore, and that's the reason we'll be heading directly in the match itself. And now, here on is where the match actually starts. Both of the teams are all set, all ready to get in the match itself. Now it completely depends on who gets a good advantage. I mean, will it be the sides of GG Well Played or Next Level Gaming? Because the pistol rounds does not gives you one single round, right? It gives you 2 rounds, and you have a 2-0 lead to start things off, which is going to be really important.
Yeah, that lead is definitely going to be really very important, and capitalizing on it is also going to be very very important. Who wins the pistol round is definitely going to be a little bit more on a, like, let's say, greater note when it comes to the second round as well, because you do have the right weaponry, and eventually that economy, those dollars are obviously going to favor you. So I'm looking forward to see who is going to win the pistol round. Is it going to be the T-sided Next Level Gaming or the GG Well Played, who is the CD-sided team right now in this beautiful map of Mirage? But look at this, the players are trying to already have a controlled aggression, and it might actually favor them. The flashbangs are going in, the utilities are still being utilized. Mr. Deagle finds a crucial one. It's Freaky God who has been taken down, and that's exactly what I was talking about in the cluster deck as well. That Mr. Deagle is one of those players who can easily create a lot of openings for the team, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. But look at this. The tackle comes in. Mayurish and Lime will be the last 2 players surviving. The C4 has yet to be planted, and look at the angles that the individuals have got. Cobalt, Frozen Plays, they have definitely got a very beautiful insight of what they have to do. The players are getting shot down with the Glocks in their hands. Mayuresh and Lime definitely want to embark on a new journey where they might be able to win the first round. But look at this, a fake defusal coming in, and with that, the commitment was there. Oh, a retaliation. Mayuresh still has got the assist, but from the back, we have from the spawn, I believe, a player coming in. And with that, I believe the job is done. The first round is definitely going to be in the favor of GG. Well played.
Ah, that's gonna be true. To start things off itself, it's gonna be the sides of GG Well Played who gets the very first round for themselves. Next Level Gaming. It was a 2v3. It all went down to, GG Well Played having the best possible numbers for themselves and the conversion as well. On the other side, yes, there's going to be the investments made M4, A4, maybe a scout coming up from Deagle. That's interesting though. Yeah, but at the end of the day, investments are being made coming up from the sides of GG Well Played. On the other side, I do see the investments from the sides of Next Level as well. I mean, they had the opportunity to go and get the C4 planted, right? So they are going to have the bonus for that. I mean, they are going to have the economy build up due to that reason. They'll be rewarded for that, and that's where they might go in for a buy. But for how long will it help them is the question, because if they lose out of this round, they are going to struggle in terms of their economy for the second. But for now, the
Ooh.
initial frag comes up and Cobalt shuts down Sky, maybe sends him up above for this round. First frag comes
Wow.
in, second for Deagle, Mayuresh goes down. Three remaining players, Freaky God goes down to Cold Blood once again. Every single player from the sides of GG Well Played seems to be stepping up by getting one frags, and it all goes down to maybe Mastermind and Frozen having one for themselves. Cold Blood converts the second one, and that's going to be Mr. Deagle with a perfect flash. It all goes down to HP being the last surviving player. What all has he to offer is the question. Trying to make his way towards the A side, right from behind. Mr. Deagle gets a big surprise out there. The weapon is being retrieved. But will he get the chance to go in and maybe plant the bomb and get the round for his team? It's going to be a bit difficult though. He's been struggling, surviving, but not for a long time as Cold Blood shuts him down. The second one on board for the sides of GG Well Played. Next Level Gaming 2-0.
Well, being the city side team, definitely the players have able to, like, let's say, hold their sights, and eventually they were able to do a fun job of acquiring the right angles in their favor. And with that, yes, the round went in the favor of Team GG. Well played. But let's see if they can figure out how they are going to take a few more rounds, because the approach of A side is pretty much like adamant for these giants. But they might actually rotate back to this time the B side, because they're making their move through house, and then they're going to go through back alley, and maybe possibly through the B parts. We are going to see some good initiations coming in. But in the mid region, we have a few more shots going in. And towards the catwalk, there might be some more players coming in. Let's see if that closure will be coming in. Ninth is the guy Sky, who has got a very good idea of where the players are, but he's actually waiting for his teammates so that they can gather up and then once again rally up towards the mids, because mid is a very open spot, to be honest, and fighting back in that region is going to be a critical fight for them. And Mastermind, oh, he knows where the opponents are. He's got the idea, he's shooting them down. And let's see if it is possible for them to completely shut the players down. Mastermind indeed gets one, not just one, he takes two down. Freaky God and Lime has been taken down. GG Well Played is definitely doing a GG job at this point. They're getting some good frags, they're getting some good initial openings, and Sky, who has got the C4, is still there, roaming around in the mid, trying to get the idea of how he can fight back, but HP also gets taken down. In the previous round, HP was very, very chaotic, but Mayuresh, with the Deagle, finds a crucial pick on Cold Blood. Oh, not just one, he's going to take another one down. Mayuresh has to go for a 3k at this point, but he gets taken down. Mr. Deagle retaliates, and with that, the M4A1 was very, very fruitful. GG Well Played has finally got 3 good rounds in their favor, and is the momentum that we were talking about from the start of the day. Now they have got that momentum. They have to make sure that this momentum gets carried forward till the 13th round.
If I be really honest with you, Raider, right now, I feel more than momentum, this is all about the economy for now, because Next Level Gaming, they did invest onto the second round, and that's where they did not capitalize on that round. Economy, it had a bad hit, and it all went down to them losing out of 3 consecutive rounds. But now finally, it's a full buy round coming up. In the other side, if I talk about GG Well Played, Mr. Deagle has invested onto an op, which is again a huge, huge investment to talk about. What's the plan from the aparts, maybe towards the van, the site execution might just take place. But to start things off again, look at the players falling down. GG Well Played is left down to 3 remaining players. Deagle not hitting those perfect top shots is going to punish him, but Frozen and Mastermind tend to pull it back to a 3 versus 3. The job is not yet done as the site is completely under the controls of Next Level Gaming, and they tend to go in and plant the bomb as well. Sky is in a vulnerable position. This might just be a bit deadly. They need to
Oh,
flash peek him, but that won't be the case. Mastermind gets taken down towards the van. I do see HP as well. I mean, the hopes of GG Wellplayed getting this round is next to impossible as Cold Blood goes down as well, and so is the case with Frozen. Plays 3-1. Next Level Gaming finally gets the first round on board after having a full buy for themselves.
a very important round, to be honest, because this breaks the momentum coming in from the other guys of Next Level Gaming. And Next Level Gaming finally is going to bounce back. That's a good thing. And if we talk about GG Wellplayed, the initial 3 rounds were good enough, but now comes in the fact that the opponent has got the right weaponry. They've got the right utils as well. As we can see, the incendiary grenades, the flashbangs, the smokes, and the fragnates are something which they are going to utilize to clearly make an entry. And I would love to see how that entry is going to get denied coming from Team GG Wellplayed. They've got an SMG, they've got 2 pistols, and that is Deagle. Oh, Coldblood finds a valuable one. That's good.
I mean,
Coldblood has already got the opening.
yeah, that's gonna be true. I'm really confused on the fact on why did Frozen Plays solely invest onto that weapon though. We look at the economy coming down for his other teammates and him. Frozen Plays, there was a risky call, but to start things off, yeah, that's gonna be a good frag. The trade was there in terms of Mr. Deagle though, but it all goes down to Frozen Plays converting one more, doubles it up before getting taken down. But the job is not yet done as the site is under the control and the bomb gets planted, Raider.
Well, what an important round, to be honest. 3-1. It's a 2v3 scenario coming in. Cobalt doing everything from his possible corners to check out where the players could be possibly. And if you talk about Coldblood as well, he's also trying to make an entry through the aparts. It's going to be a tricky one, to be honest. He can easily backstab the players, but let's see if that is going to be a possibility or not. The grenade goes and Coldblood gets taken down, and that is exactly what even Cobalt is going to face with that. Next Level Gaming definitely wants to bounce back in the game. They've already got 2 good rounds, and the weaponry is once again looking even more strong. They've got the dollars, they've got the right economy on the other corner. GG Wellplayed is going to go for a save. A tactical timeout is also there, which is going to give each individual team, each individual player as well, to be honest, to figure out what they have to do next when the tactical pause is going to get uplifted. And apart from that, Next Level Gaming finally started to bounce back, and at this point the timeout has been here, which might actually break their momentum.
Honestly, as I was talking about in the previous round itself, right, the entirety of GG Wellplayed does have the economy to invest onto, but it all goes down to Frozen not having the economy. That's what we talked about in the previous round, right? Frozen went in and got himself an M4A4 to work around with, which did convert him 2 frags, but that wasn't enough to get the hands on the round because his teammate did not invest onto any weapons. And now it all goes down to GG Wellplayed not having a good economy balance with themselves, because look at them, every single player tend to go in for a different investment, right? No weapons being repeated, I would say. On the other side, Next Level Gaming, they possibly have 5 AKs for themselves, which is a good sign. Towards the palace is where I do see the players of Next Level trying to just make their way towards the site itself. That's going to be an A execution coming up for now. 2 players towards the A, 1 being rotated as well. Stairs being checked, no one found. The connectors, the jungles, everything needs to be precise. Frozen, a beautiful flag though, but it all goes down to Freaky God not just finding 1, doubles it up, triples it up. Oh my god, this man does not want to stop. 3 frags, and it feels like it's already done for, as Next Level Gaming would be getting the 3rd one on board, and this is a 3-all equalizer.
Finally, a bounce back coming in once again, as we can see, back-to-back 3 good rounds. Initial 3 rounds were in the favor of Team GG Wellplayed, but now Next Level Gaming has figured it out how they have to play, what kind of approach that they have to make, and also, for now, as we can see, they've got all AK buy coming in, but the opponents, they were trying to go for a save, and this time they have got the right amount of dollars that they could have utilized to go for an SMG pick, but again, they're going to go for a save, and they're going to utilize those Deagles, the USPs, so that they can get some good picks. And obviously, if they are able to take at least 2 or 3 players down, maybe the economy of Next Level Gaming is going to get dented. But apart from that, it's an easy cakewalk for Next Level Gaming if they are able to figure out those angles. Because 1v1 duels, when you have an AK against an opponent who has got just a pistol, is a little bit more on your side. So I'm looking forward to see if that is going to get replicated. But Freaky got some decent frags in his favor. He's looking forward to get the 4th round for the team in the 7th one in this particular game. The first half is already done. 50% of the first half is already completed, to be honest, And in this, we are standing at an equalizing stand. Was expecting an 8-4, but maybe that is not going to happen. But Cold Blood on the other corner finds one crucial pick on Freaky God. I was just talking about this individual that he's very good with his aim, but unfortunately his angles were not that adequate. His information relay was not that good, and the advantage came in the favor of Cobalt and his teammates.
Yeah, that's going to be true. GG well played do have an advantage to work around with. Cold Blood does even have an AK, so converging those skills and maybe getting those weaponries for his teammate is going to be a responsibility that Cold Blood does have for himself. But in the meantime, that's going to be Deagle and Mastermind to depart. Lime doubles it up, no trades whatsoever, and that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt the sides of GG well played for now. Cold Blood, what will he be able to pull off with an AK that he has for himself? He needs to find at least one. Frozen Plays is good at converting one for himself. 2k before he gets taken down from Mayuresh. Sky shuts down Cobalt as well, and it all goes down to Cold Blood being the last surviving player, gets taken down from HP, and Next Level Gaming finds the fourth one on board. To start things off itself, it was the sides of GG well played having 3 consecutive rounds, but at the end of the day, I feel Next Level Gaming have proved themselves by getting 4 consecutively, have made a bold statement, and now it goes down to a full buy for the sides of GG well played as well. Not really sure on, how long will the full buy survive? I mean, look at the economy. Mr. Deagle seems to be completely broke right now. $0 is what all he has. Next Level Gaming on the other side, they do have enough amount of buys. Sky is so rich. $8,500. Can just give a loan to the bank maybe. So much of money to work around with. But definitely start things off. As said, not really sure on how long will it work. It seems like the sides of GG well played are falling down to the traps set up from the sides of Next Level Gaming. It all goes down to Frozen Plays being the last surviving player, and looking at what he is doing right now, it seems to be completely lost.
Frozen Plays, the last individual surviving, he's actually at the B side, and his approach towards the A side is definitely not going to be fruitful. That's why he might actually go for a save, because after 2 big rounds of save, he was able to get an M4A4. His teammate was able to get some good weaponries in their favor, and now all of those weaponries are not even going to be useful, because again, the round is going to be lost. It's going to be a 5-3, that's for sure. Next Level Gaming has figured it out how they have to play, what kind of angles they have to withhold, and how they have to make an entry, because whenever they're utilizing those utilities like flashbangs and then some smokes, mollos, and frag grenades to clear out the corners, it is actually working out. And we can clearly see while taking an entry, those damages coming from frag grenades and mollies and insulated grenades are actually working out. So it's good to see that the teams are utilizing those utilities, and it's quite on point. Last individual, who will be known as Frozen Plays, has already been shot. His position is kind of revealed, and I'm looking forward to see if that play is going to be mesmerizing or not. But look at this, the grenade goes in, exactly what I was expecting. But then Mayuresh finds the last guy. Frozen Plays, with that again, that lack of dollar is going to be there, but I feel once again they can go for at least an SMG in their favor so that they can fight back, or maybe the approach is going to be for a save.
See, going down with an SMG, maybe shotguns, or maybe investing out of those weapons, which will allow you to go in and make an investment in the upcoming round, isn't difficult. But the point is, they need to get the rounds right. Even only if they are able to get those rounds for themselves, that's where the economy will be off a point. And look at Mayuresh again. It all goes down to Mayuresh just deleting the sides of GG well played for now, because it's not just about that one single player. The entirety of team tends to fall down. Mr. Deagle is going to be the last one to survive. Now the question is, does he have a Deagle to work around with? And if yes, how much of frags will he be able to convert? But no is what the answer is. Try to make his way towards the side. Maybe try to get one player down, which seems to be a bit difficult, as it's going to be an orb that hits him really hard, and the 6th one comes on board for the sides of Next Level Gaming. Slowly and steadily, it just seems like Next Level is running away with rounds back to back, which is not a good sign for the sides of GG well played, as if this tends to continue, it's just going to be a landslide victory coming up on the sides of Next Level Gaming. GG well played again, orb being invested from the sides of Mr. Deagle, but the question still remains the same.
Is he going to be precise enough or not? That's what we have to see. GG well played. Initially, yes, was very chaotic. The pistol round came in their favor. Even the loss bonus was also in their favor. That means the first 3 rounds came in their favor. But somehow, Next Level is now, as we are emphasizing enough times, that they've figured out how the opponent is working out, how the CT side team is holding, which angles they are precisely holding, and they are actually making approach which is looking very good. But look at this. Lime finds one. It's Cobalt with the ring shot. He has been taken down. Not just that, Sky retaliates. Mastermind gets taken down. Mr. Deagle, even with the orb, might not be able to find the right output. Frozen plays at the same point has been taken down. Now it all trickles down to Cold Blood and Mr. Deagle. We are moving to a flawless round. This could be possibly a flawless round coming in because Freaky God was already able to plant the C4. Yes, the C4 has been planted. The pressure goes down to the place of GG well played, but it does feel like that they are going to stick towards the parts so that they will be able to save their weaponries like an op and Pulbert with the M4A4 can actually save his weaponry. And look at this, the players are making their moves. They've got the idea that the opponents are holding in their parts. Shots are absolutely mesmerizing. Cold Blood will be the last individual. He's not there with a lot of HP, and indeed he has been taken down. But let's talk about what Mr. Deagle is going to do. Is he going to survive? Or is going to take some players down. There is a possibility that he's going to pick at least one. Indeed, he was able to take one down, but then he also gets taken down with a wall bang and a headshot coming in at the same point. Freaky God is the guy who was able to both plant the bomb and then take the life of the other individual which is surviving, known as Mr. Deagle. With that, now we are diving into the 11th round, the second last round in the first half, and yeah, it's kind of a 8-4 situation looking.
Yeah, I mean 8-4, maybe a 9-3. Not already jinxing it up or taking anything away from the sides of GG well played, honestly. But you know, next level gaming, the way they've been performing, the flashes seems to be so perfect coming up from HP, which will convert one. Mr. Deagle will instantly trade. He gets two. Doubles it up before getting taken down. Frozen plays good for one. Yes, he is. But there's going to be an instant trade coming up. So every single time there's one player falling down from the sides of next level gaming, you'll eventually see a trade coming up from the sides of the other teammates, and that's what the strong point is. It all goes down to Cold Blood being the last surviving player, a 1 versus 2 to clutch out for. Slowly started trying to make his way
Oh,
inside, does not connect any
wow.
shots, gets taken down, and that's going to be an 8-3 coming up. One remaining round, and you know, this is the reason I've been talking about a 9-3 and not an 8-4, because the trade game seems to be really strong. You know, for the sides of next level gaming. But on the other side, when it all goes down to GG well played, I feel the trade game is a bit wobbly for now. The trades are not really that on point that we can actually talk about for now. It might just be a mid hit. Yeah, seems like trying. They are very Cobalt, good for one. Yes, finds the initial frag. A perfect trade from HP, and that's going to be Frozen who falls
Oh,
down. Deagle good for one. Yes, he is. That's the trade I was talking about. As soon as HP finds one, Deagle comes up and finds a perfect trade onto HP. And now it all goes down to a 3 versus 4. I feel I already jinxed it by saying a 9-3 because it might just go down to an 8-4. The way the numbers
yeah.
are favoring the sides of GG well played for now. But Freaky God,
Oh, Deagle down.
yeah, that's going to be Deagle who goes down, but Cobalt again shuts down Lime. Slowly and steadily, it seems like Cobalt has already converted 3 of them, and Freaky God is going to be the last one to survive a 1 versus 3. Seems difficult, but does have an op. So, if the sides of GG well played go and over exaggerate the fight, maybe walk in the process of Freaky God, it's
There
going
you
to be
go.
difficult. But Raider, how are you so good at predictions? Come on, it all goes down to an 8-4. All right.
Yeah. So
I,
happy
I
to see
take
that
my
this is happening.
no, I take my predictions back. I'm not gonna predict anything when I'm alongside you on desk.
Man, this was a fun round to be honest. Because initially,
Yeah.
yes, we did thought that next level is going to move forward because Sky was there with some good shots, but HP got taken down, and then Mr. Deagle came back with a beautiful trade-off. After that, even when Mr. Deagle got taken down, Cobalt was there to take the trade in the mids. That really shows that the trade game is now coming in slowly but surely. But yes, GG Wilpade was able to be back in the game, and if this is going to be persistent, yes, in the second half, we might see a complete change of pace. But GG Well will be the T-Series team right now, and the next level gaming is gonna hold off the sides. So I feel once again there is a huge chance why that next level gaming might be able to make their way as the champions of this qualifiers.
Yeah, that's gonna be true. For now, 8-4 is what the scoreline looks like. Coming down to the second half, I'm not really sure on what will be the plan coming up from the sides of GG well played. I mean, yeah, honestly, I'm not really sure. They need to get the pistol drawn to not give the advantage to the sides of next level gaming, because if they do that, it's going to be way too difficult, because again, double digits, the team just seems to be unstoppable. And if that's the case, it's gotta be deadly. For now, the execution is making its way towards the A side for now. Yes, there are flashes being placed. Smokes are on point. Cobalt good for one. Yes, he is. HP. There's an instant denial coming up, but Mastermind goes down. And this might be a turning point. The bomb does get planted. And now it's all about the post-plant scenario. How will the sides of GG well played play on the post plant is the question, because they need to be very careful. It all goes down to Freaky God and Sky being the two surviving players. A 2 versus 3. Oh, that's going to be one player down. Sky is going to be the last one to survive, gets taken down, and it's going to be GG well played with the 5th one on board.
Hello, Tash, how are you? Okay, 5-8 the score, and I think the first round winner might get a free round right now. So this is going to be easy cakewalk, easy comeback for GG well played right now.
Yeah, it just might be a comeback from the sides of GG well played. They got the pistol rounds for themselves, so they do have an advantage. Look at the investments being
Stack.
made, right? AKs being invested from the sides of GG well played for now, which is a huge investment. On the other side, Next Level Gaming, as they did not get their hands out of the previous round, it's going to be a bit sad for them. The flashes definitely are on point, and it's going to be an A hit coming up over and over again. Respecting that decision, I feel Next Level Gaming will be maintaining the distance, giving away the site, and letting the sides of GG well played plant the bomb.
I think they're gonna play for exits. They know that they don't have the guns to fight, but yeah, when they have the positional advantage, they have to exit the bomb site. So easy
What?
points for them. Yeah.
I mean, look at Freaky God. He's already converted to and he has retrieved an AK for himself. That's not a good sign.
Nice.
Slowly and steadily, it all goes down to a 2 versus 2. It's
I think
not
it's a
looking
bit no.
good. The diffuser
Denied.
might just come in, but Deagle, he shuts down both the players, converts a 3K, clutches around for his team. The 6th one on board. It was almost done for, And at the same time, GG well played. They've lost onto so much of weaponry. They've invested onto so much, and it was Deagle the last one to survive. So they need to reinvest, and two of their players, or maybe one of their players, will have nothing to work around with. That's just going to be a Deagle.
Yeah, the amount of money they invested, CT last round, just pistols, and what did they get in return? Multiple frags, and the enemies don't have many guns to work with. Now that's a good mid push. Yeah.
Yeah,
Another
it's
base
mid
comes
push.
up. Oh no, he must be low. Got multiple damage, 70 damage on Mastermind.
Yeah,
It's
that's going to be true for now. 6 to 8 is what the scoreline is. 2 rounds of difference that we are talking about goes down to a 4 versus 4. Frozen Plays has been denied, but the trade seems to be perfect as Mayuresh has been, taken down. Trying to make their way towards the other side. Maybe the Apats is where they might hit on to, but look at that one player in the close proximity. Lime can change the entirety of this round. To start things off, he finds the best possible frag, or one of the players converts the second one before getting taken down. That's where Deagle did shut him down, but that what lost 2 players. That's a lot. Cold Blood, as soon as he tries to step down, he'll be getting completely eliminated for this round. Deagle good for 1. Yes, he is. Doubles it up. 2K for him. 2 more is what he needs to clutch this for his team. But before even getting to the plant, he gets denied from Sky. And the 9th one finally rolls in for the sides of Next Level Gaming. On the other side, GG well played. Economically, this is going to be way too weak for them. They do not have the economy whatsoever. They don't have the money to invest onto. And I feel for the sides of GG, for the sides of Next Level, there's an op, M4s being invested. So yeah, this might just be the 10th one and the double digits that we were talking about.
It seems like they're gonna go for a B rush or a B take. They do have 2 flashes only. I think it's an obvious B for now. They have been denied with the molly, and this will give the CTs for enough time so that they can get man from A side to B, and that's a beautiful thing. He's still holding on to the ground. Lime with 1 kill. He was not able to stall any longer. and B side is theirs for their taking. There are still 2 people to deny the plant, and GG, Next Level Gaming gets the 10th round on the board.
Yeah, they definitely do convert the 10th one on board. The site was not completely cleared before the player went in for the plant. I mean, they would have checked all the other corners as well. 6 to 10, slowly and steadily, GG well played. They do have the economy to go in for a buy. I mean, I do see 4 AKs coming up from their end as well. On the other side, it seems like Next Level Gaming, they'll be continuing to what they had in the previous round itself. Now, what's the plan like is the question, because for now, besides of GG well played, I feel they tend to be a bit lost, trying to have a split between themselves. 3 players might just make their way towards maybe the palace or the A side. 2 players maybe go late towards the B side. Not really sure what the execution is, but for now, to start things off, it's going to be Cobalt who gets denied for every single thing out there, and the numbers tend to be falling down for the sides of GG. Well played. Look behind the back. Cold blood falls down, and that's going to be HP who finds him. Though Frozen Place converts one onto line, but the number still lies in the favors of Next Level Gaming. The flashes are perfect, and that's where Frozen will be going down slowly and steadily. It's all about Next Level Gaming trying to get the 11th one on board, which might just be way too easy for them because the numbers are on stake. Deagle trying to make an entry, make a difference. Goes down. HP finds him. The last nail in the coffin is being put by Mayuresh, who shuts down Mastermind. And it goes down to a 6-11.
Yeah, now T side doesn't have much money to work with this round, so
Yeah.
it might have to go going back to rush or any secret strategy they might be having. It is time for them to pull that out this round and get some rounds on the board, or they will be cruising into the match point. Next Level Gaming. It must be an easy match point for them this round. They have forced T side, so if they lose this, they won't have anything in the bank. So it's more of a gamble right now to either get this round or that's it. You can't fight with any proper gun next round. Let's see how the round unfolds in front of our eyes.
Frozen plays though. The way he started off to get that important frag for himself. Guy got denied, but the trade comes up. Frozen plays good for 1, doubles it up. Mastermind shuts down HP as well. Before getting taken down, Frozen plays will be able to make a difference. No is the answer as Freaky Cord shuts him down, and so is the case with Cold Blood. For now, it all goes down to Mastermind being the last surviving player. A 1 versus 2, good for 1. Yes, yes, that was a close call.
That was a close call, man.
Mayuresh. The instant trade will actually help him, and that's going to be the 12th one. 6 to 12. The defusal was there. The bomb did get planted though, but it all went down to the match point in favors of Next Level Cafe.
The loss bonus helping them out, the T side, right now.
Yeah.
They can afford AKs and they do have smokes and utilities to fight for this round. They can play it slow and at least try to get a proper battle in this game now. So they marching towards A side. It's going to be a solo anchor at A playing a triple. Let's see what kind of smokes they can throw. And especially, you know, Dash, anybody can throw a smoke. The thing is, you have to bait enough util from the enemy so that they don't counter molly, counter util you like this. Let's see how this round unfolds.
It's going to be an important round to do or die situation coming up for the sides of Next Level Gaming. For now, Cobalt does not want to stop, but so is the case with Mayuresh. Look at him! He is on fire today. Finally, that's going to be Frozen Place who tends to stop him, or else this man would have been unstoppable. But for now, a responsibility that Frozen Place has on his shoulders, because this is a 1v1 that we're talking about. Nearest to stairs is where the players lies. The flashes are perfect, but Frozen will be able to convert. Yes, he is. Gets a lifeline for the sides of GG. Well played. For now, 7 to 12 is what the scoreline looks like. Frozen plays, but I have to give it to Mayuresh. 27 frags onto his name. Not really sure on what he is up to, but for now, what all he is doing to his opponents is destruction and maybe trying to delete them for those rounds. 7 to 12 lifeline being given from the sides of Frozen Place to the sides of GG. Well played, but for how long will they be able to breathe is the question. slowly and steadily, once again, they are trying to make their way towards the site, maybe get the bomb planted. But economically, next level gaming does not have a good buy.
Yeah, this round, if the longer this round goes, the harder it is for the CTs to play, and
Yeah,
it's both of a double-edged squad. The longer the round goes, it's too much pressure for I mean D side to plant the bomb. But the thing is, if it goes longer, the little amount of util CT side has won't be there. It will just evaporate with time. And this time they're gonna execute A. Let's see how the CTs are gonna hold this push. There's one coming out Palace, and all four are coming out of A main. Must be a jungle smoke. Yes, that's a jungle smoke. Very good play from Mayurish. Oh, there's a smoke push, and yeah, the round is over. That's a wrap, guys. The game was done and dusted by Mayurish himself with 28 frags and 12 deaths and 135 ADR, man. Come on. Man was consistently fragging out, consistently giving
yeah.
damage, and carry on. Dash, continue. You explain. What do you
Yeah,
see?
that's that's gonna be the sides of GG well played for now. I mean, I have to give it to the sides of GG well played. They did give it a good try. Honestly, they did, but it all went down to Mayuresh, who was on a rampage. He does not want to stop. He's been eating up his opponents like this man was hungry forever. The amount of kills that he had was 25 plus. And that's a huge, huge impact on the entirety of the team already. Nothing to take away from the sides of GG well played. They did try their level best, but Mayuresh at the end of the day was just eating up his opponents, as I said a while ago, like was hungry for the entirety of his life. 28 frags, 12 deaths over and over again. It has been the, sides of next level gaming for the victory. GG well played, amazing try. There are things which can actually be nourished onto, and maybe there are few situations where things would have been better, especially talking about especially if I talk about the trade game. I feel that would have been a bit strong. I mean, if the trades would have been on point coming up from the sides of GG well played, things would have been definitely different. But for now, it all goes down to the three maps of the day done and dusted for. Ladies and gentlemen, we had three maps for the day done for, and tomorrow we are going to see you at the same time. So for now, I need to say a goodbye so that I can say you guys a hi and hello tomorrow. So that's it for today from our end. Thank you so much for tuning in. What you are watching right now is the Nvidia iCafe attack powered by Asus ROG. This was me, Darshita, alongside Raider, and Ramji was there alongside me for a while. On this, signing off for the day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I hope until then you guys have good games, you guys rank up, and have an amazing night. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you, guys. Peace.